Job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And the home of the Jets.
Mr. Primetime.
Here for the chaos. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. You know what? We had
smiling.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know what it was? Yesterday was a rough day, and I was like, we cannot do a stream because I was just done. I couldn't talk Jets. I couldn't think Jets. I didn't want to be around anything involved with the Jets. Tweets, comments, videos, nothing, dude. I needed a break. I had to just, focus.
So what's changed from yesterday to today? Much like the Jets offense, nothing.
Well, there's a lot of things we can discuss. I know that we have, based on the comments on our videos, a lot of angry people, and I understand the anger.
And I'm here for all of them tonight.
And I respect it. I understand it, but the Jets have life. So
don't even.
The Jets have life.
You pulled this shit all night Sunday night.
Jets
kept
have
my
life.
mouth shut. All right, you're trying to be optimistic during the game. All right,
Buffalo Bills
just
gave us
lost
life
to the fucking Raiders. Don't even start trying to sell me on the Jets winning the division right now.
I'm not. Did I?
Dolphins are going to take care of business with the Raiders.
Did I say anything about winning division? I'm not saying nothing about winning divisions.
How else
I'm
you make
saying
the playoffs?
the Buffalo Bills are keeping us alive. So now the Jets, after all they've been through, they win on Sunday. They're still relevant. They're still in the mix. After all the shit they've been through, they still have a chance. So that's where I'm at. Because it's very easy right now to be like, we suck, everything sucks, we suck, it's over. It's actually not over. But it's not over. It's literally not over. So right now, Saleh has given us loads of bullshit. He's talked his way to getting fired at this point. He said so much ridiculous nonsense that it's like, all right, you're tripling down on Zach Wilson, which to me is insane. You're justifying an offense, which is one of the worst in football. Okay. This is as an organization, they bought into this bullshit, right? They bought into it, which is fine.
So what gives you any confidence that any of this is changing? Yes, it's not over. Mathematically, they're still alive. Potentially in 2 weeks, they could be playing for the division. Potentially.
100%.
But based on everything Saleh is telling you, what gives you any confidence that anything is going to change?
I don't believe anything that Saleh tells me, but I do think that the Jets have played horrifically on offense for 3 weeks in a row. There's no way in living hell the law of averages says something at some point they're going to get a break. They're not going to get a penalty. They're going to catch the freaking football. Like something's going to happen. So I'm hoping it happens this Sunday because if not, the season is over. And then you got to talk about the honest conversation is Saleh should be fired and Joe Douglas should probably be following him because you look at the draft class, you look at the free agent class, it's a complete mess. And I'll even go this far. They lose on Sunday and this complete team collapses. I don't give a shit about Aaron Rodgers either. Because I'm not going to keep everybody here to appease him for one more year. And then we know when he's gone, we have no quarterback. We have the same mess. You're just extending the mess. It's going to be forever then.
Well, that's the problem you have. And I've been saying this for weeks now. I mean, this coaching staff and this entire regime, really, if you want to include Joe Douglas, they all have the built-in excuse that they were a quarterback away and that quarterback went down after 4 plays. The problem is, in the meantime, week by week, they're all getting exposed. The lack of talent on this team, minus one draft class and DJ Reed, they're all getting exposed. The coaching staff, which is becoming very similar to Todd Bowles, right? 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years. You have a head coach that can coach up the defense, but he can't find anybody to run the offense. So whether you want to blame Hackett or you want to blame Zach Wilson, apparently today, let's blame Michael Carter. That's the only guy we can fucking throw under the bus. It's always somebody else. When are we going to make some kind of changes that actually produce some kind of results?
Well, no,
it's been 15 games now. They're 4-11 in Saleh's last 15.
Bro, listen. The way they ended the season last year was alarming to me. And we talked about this. The team collapsed. They had 2 chances to go to playoffs. They blew both games. They didn't show up in a Thursday night game. They didn't show up. But the excuse was Mike White had broken ribs and LaFleur's a terrible coordinator. Okay. So now the excuse is, well, we got to adjust the offense, bro. We're at week, 10 now, 11? We're in, like, come on, man. All your excuses are wiped out. So now it's like you have a different coordinator who's got a lot more experience, who should help you with game management. Game management, still suspect. Roster management, still suspect. And now these players that we thought were decent aren't good. So you sold us all these things, and now it's not coming to fruition. So I don't give a shit about Aaron Rodgers anymore. I don't care because the idea of having Aaron Rodgers is having him here for 2 years, have a very good year this year, and if you don't go Super Bowl this year, next year is going to be that year. You wiped out this year. I don't care. He's not coming back this year because the team's going to be out of it. And then it's like, okay, next year is going to be your big monumental year. You're going to bring back a coach that you know is incompetent and a general manager that's kind of suspect to appease him for one more year, and then we have a true rebuild all over again. You're just delaying it one more year. That's all you're doing.
But that's the thing, though. He's going to be here next year, and unless he wants Salah fired, unless he wants Hackett fired, none of these guys are going to get fired.
Well, that's an organizational problem, because right now the problem I have with this team is they're too comfortable justifying losses and justifying excuses. You can see the owner, dude. The owner on Twitter tweeting away shit like they're like 6-3. Bro, get off goddamn Twitter. We understand the defense is good. Your fan base is pissed. You've lost 3 in a row. Like, cut it out. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Or 2 in a row. But like, it's just like, come on. So
what's crazy is by every single metric on offense, they've gone backwards from LaFleur, who was the fall guy last year. They've gone backwards from the Adam Gase offense in 2020.
Right.
The numbers are even worse.
But to me, it's like what the injury to Aaron Rodgers happened in the first series of the first game. It wasn't like it happened halfway through the season. I get a lot of messages. Oh, the Jets are tanking. The Jets aren't tanking. They're just incompetent because they made a decision on Zach Wilson that is blowing up in their face. They doubled down on it and tripled down on it. And now it's going to, if they don't win on Sunday and they lose out and they don't make the playoffs, they've wasted an entire season of talent on their incompetence. And that is a fireable offense. I don't give a shit about Aaron Rodgers. I don't care. Because all you're doing is you're delaying the inevitable. It's going to be one more year and they're all going to be gone anyway. They are.
You can make an argument. You can make an argument they've wasted 2 seasons. I know they tried to salvage last year, but this is 2 years with a dominant defense that's going to go to complete waste without a playoff appearance. Yeah. All because they, one, didn't have a plan A in case something like this happened, but then 2, like you just said, because they waited 3 weeks to sign Trevor Siemian, which again was a move just to appease the fans, just to say we signed somebody. Like the Vikings, they lost their quarterback, week 8, week 9? Yep. They make a move that week, a legitimate move for somebody that's in the game, actually making plays, putting up touchdowns.
I agree. Dude, I listen, like everything we've said, we've been like the day after the September 11th game, we were like, sign a quarterback now. And the thing is, they've never held Zach accountable at all. They refuse to do it. He plays decent. And Salah's like, everybody around him's got to play better. Did you say that in the Giant game? What about the Charger game? You don't hold this kid accountable. You're going down with this Zach Wilson ship. So that's fine. I'll give you one more week of this. Go to Buffalo. I know you're a 7-point underdog and win the goddamn game. I don't want to hear any excuses anymore because this is your decision. Like, as an executive of a company, you're making a decision of how you want to handle it. Your company is failing. If you keep doing it, guess what happens in those situations? You get fired. So I don't care that Aaron Rodgers is not playing. I don't care about any of that. And then after that, you look at, okay, what has Joe Douglas actually done? So Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine Johnson, wonderful. Garrett Wilson, great. Okay. DJ Reed, cool.
Want to talk about this year's free agent class? Want to talk about last year's free agent class? It's headlined by, what was it, Laken Tomlinson, Uzama, and Conklin.
Yeah, and it's like, so you look at all these things. So I'm like, all right, they can pull out all the bullshit they want this week. Fine. Sunday is your test, dude, because you cannot play any worse. And then when your season's officially over on Sunday, you lose. It's gone. You're done. And that's it. Then it's like, talk about, what's the future for the Jets? Because your long-term future isn't bright because a lot of these guys are going to be gone next year and should be gone next year. So, and then you go into the whole Michael Carter thing. So, to me, the Jets needed a spark on offense. We've been saying it. You want to see Izzy play. You want to see Jason Brownlee play. You want to see Rucker play. So, they have 2 options. They can make Michael Carter inactive and just activate Izzy and go that way, which, Michael Carter's going to be pissed and probably be a problem about it. Or they're going to say, you know what? Let's shock the locker room and just put a spark here. He's a well-liked guy. Everybody respects him. Get him out of here. And move up Izzy and see what happens.
And that sounds like a good idea to you?
Doesn't bother me at all. Parcells would do this
hours after a players-only meeting,
don't care.
A guy that's well-respected, that's well-liked in that locker room, instead of holding Lazard accountable, Uzama, Hackett, Zach, Michael Carter, that's your fall guy, a third-year running back making next to no money. That's the guy that they're going to stick their chest out and say, yeah, fuck you.
I don't think they're saying that. I think they're trying to send a message to the locker room, like, all right, we need to spark change here.
Exactly. You want to send a message to the locker room. Do it to somebody important.
Bro, listen, if you want to cut Uzama today, I have no problem with it, dude. I'm like, listen, we all want something to change. They made a change. Well, you agree with it? Like, now he's like, he may go to Patriots. I don't give a shit where he goes. I want to see Izzy play because he is a rookie running back that's got a lot of speed and see what happens. Is he to even use him? No. Right?
I have no issue with Izzy playing. I've wanted to see Izzy for the last few weeks. And, if you went up to Michael Carter and said, all right, you're going to be inactive, and he was pissed about it, and ultimately that's why they decided to release him, then that's fine. Otherwise, I mean, what's your depth behind your top 3 running backs now? You don't have any. So if somebody gets hurt, he's a guy that you would need.
I mean, I don't care about running back depth.
But again, though, this to me just says all the talk all week has been about what? Accountability, right? Holding guys, especially on offense, accountable. That's the whole interview on the Michael Kay show that Saleh was given.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Why don't you hold guys accountable? Why don't you yell at guys? Why are you scared to bench guys? So then 2 days later, they released Michael Carter. You don't think that's a little fishy?
I mean, it could be fishy. If it rocks the locker room and upsets people, good. Like this team, this offense should be pissed. Change it up a little bit. Michael Carter is replaceable. He's not good. He's an average running back. The running back
but that's why it bothers me. He's replaceable. Exactly. Like you said, he's replaceable.
Change it up. You give Izzy a chance.
Do it to somebody important. Do it to somebody that's actually making some money. Change your quarterback. Change your play calling.
Dude, I'm with it. Listen, I'm not arguing with you, dude. Like, if you want to say, well, they're never, I mean, the whole Hackett thing is funny because you heard Aaron Rodgers today, and Aaron Rodgers like kind of defended him, like, well, it's not really the play caller, it's actually the guys in the execution of the plays, but not executing the plays right. Well, then, okay, listen, I wanted to yell at the microphone. I'm like, all right, so we called the right plays, but they're not executing it right. You know what the lack of execution is? It's coaching. Like it's still coaching. No matter how you look at it, it's still coaching. Yeah. Like the team is not well coached. The head coach is clueless. The offensive coordinator doesn't know what he's doing. The quarterback's a mess. They're a mess. They are. Like I have no problem, dude. You can cut Uzomah, you cut Lazard. I don't care. I'm down for all of it. Spark some kind of change and make these guys uncomfortable and make them play better. And like, I know they benched Michael Carter last week when he had the penalty, took him out of the game. Yeah. I'm like, why was Uzomah still in the game? He had 2 huge penalties.
That's exactly what I was saying.
And the one downfall with Saleh, he has this loyalty to the veteran guys. And, it's like the whole, even at the trade deadline, we're like, is Dalvin Cook going to get traded? We know he wasn't going to go anywhere because he has that. They kind of probably said, listen, man, we're not going to send you anywhere. We're going to, maximize your opportunity. Then if that case, trade Michael Carter then. He has to have some kind of value, right?
Well, think about it. In Saleh's 3 years here, who are the guys that he's held accountable? Denzel Mims, Elijah Moore, Michael Carter.
That's it.
Young offensive players.
Yep. And never the quarterback.
Never the quarterback, never anybody on defense.
So the comment is, I can picture this team firing Saleh and Hackett and promote Hackett to placate Rodgers. And I would be against that too. Like the problem, like the thing is this, like I'm at the point now where like, you got to look at where we're at now and where we're going to the future. Right now we're falling apart. So with or without Rodgers, we're falling apart. You're going to get 1 more year of him. So we're going to make Hackett a 1-year coach to do what? To win 10 games and Rodgers retires. Then we're back to, we need a head coach. We need a quarterback. No.
Well, you're all in for the next year. Hopefully 2 years you get out of him. Who knows? Who knows how he responds to the surgery, which is also why I don't even want to see him this year.
No,
at this point, the season is what it is. Unless you win the next 3 games, there's no point in him even trying to push it. Focus on getting healthy for next year. But whether it's 1 year or 2 years, you're all in for those 2 seasons. And that's what it's going to be. And it's like you said, it's going to be a long road after that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like to me, it's like, this has got to be, and I see all the Jim Harbaugh stuff. I see that Woody Johnson has yet to pay for a head coach. He never opens his wallet for a head coach ever. He never spends big money. Just doesn't. So, and then
maybe he'll take some of that early season ticket holder money and put it towards a head coach now.
Yeah, but well, he had to do what he had to do. Start is holding people accountable in his front office and his head coach. This is some of the worst football we've ever seen, and it's frustrating to watch. And you're looking at it and you're like, it's getting worse. How is it possibly getting worse? And the excuses are too comfortable. Like the dude, when the Jets Twitter account, whatever it's called, X account, or the fuck it's called now, when they're tweeting out, oh, if we clean up a few mistakes, we should be pretty good. Stop with it's just unacceptable.
It's the same answers every week, though.
I agree.
If we clean up this, we're close. We're a few plays away. You're undisciplined, and your offense isn't capable of coming back from 2nd and 15.
They can't even
get
still
suck on 3rd down. You still suck in the red zone. Nothing's gotten better.
To me, the biggest problem with the Jets, other than Zach, is the coaching. I don't think Saleh's a good head coach. I don't think he's got a pulse to the team. I don't think he manages the entire team. He has no idea what's going on in the offense. He talks like he does. He has no idea. And the coordinator is not good either. He's just not, dude. So, and it's like, what's driving me crazy is Saleh keeps saying Zach is better than he was last year. You know why he's better than he was last year? Because last year he was dreadful. He was unplayable. You couldn't, he was so bad, you would not play him in Miami. That's how bad he was. You were scared to put him on the field because he's going to embarrass the life out of your organization. Now he doesn't embarrass you, but he doesn't help you win. That's where you got. So you got from he helped you lose games to now he's not helping you win games. That's where he's at. That's the improvement.
And think about it also. He actually went out there a couple times this week and said Zach Wilson played good. And to the naked eye, he had some good throws, some good plays. Yep. But the last 2 weeks, we have 18 points. We have 17 penalties. Yep. we're still not putting up points. For all that he could do in between the 20s, once things get condensed in that box in the red zone, he's lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I look at it as he had a decent game, but I'm not going to excuse the 2 games before that. Like you can pick and choose. All right, good throw, terrible throw. He had a huge interception, and he had, it's like little things he makes mistakes on, and it's costing his games. You're not winning. Like the most important part is winning.
They're not good. They're not good enough as an offense to overcome any mistake.
Nope. And that's coaching.
Fumble, penalty. They can't overcome it.
To me, it's
everything
like
has to go perfect. Yeah.
The penalties are an indictment on the coaching staff. That was the one thing. Like I'm an old fan, dude. So I was around with the Parcells shit, and Parcells was strict as hell. Like you just didn't tolerate it, dude. Penalty out of the game. This, that. There's like repercussions for doing stupid things. Stupid teams lose games. The Jets are finding new ways to lose games every week. That's coaching, discipline, all that stuff. That's what it is. So Saleh could say whatever he wants. Well, the offense got better. No, you've got to be a better coach. You've got to reel your team in. Don't tell me the first 3 weeks you had no penalties. You're averaging 8 penalties a week now. That's ridiculous.
You're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen.
Allowing it to happen. I think he's too much of a player's coach, and I don't give a shit like players only meaning all this stuff. That's probably CJ Mosley conducting it, where it's like, you know what? This is just crazy. What do we got here, Dante? You crazy, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you, dude.
If we got rid of Wilson, Saleh, and Douglas, I wouldn't shed a tear. This was easy to do once Aaron went down. Why do they love Zach Wilson this much? He's terrible. He's been terrible. Get him out of here. I cannot believe they let Mike White go. Well, they let Mike White go because they didn't want to fracture Zach. They knew if he came back, your locker room would be turned upside down because the team loved him. They didn't like Zach. He's a better quarterback than Zach, probably even better this year. So, listen, man, I have no love for Saleh anymore. You have a lot of questions for Joe Douglas. This team better.
You still got to wonder, though, why they've let this thing drag on as long as it has. There hasn't been any tangible progress with the offense in weeks.
It's terrible.
Your season is slipping away, and they've done nothing to try to change it.
That's where I'm at. The season is slipping away, and they're allowing it. Well, if you're going to allow it, then as an organization, you're all incompetent because the dumb fans can see it, dude. It's like fans, Damian Woody, even like the players, former players, all the players saying, I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't make sense. And if Zach gives you the best option to win games, then you made a calculated mistake in the preseason, in the offseason, and during the season. You make 3 mistakes. And we talked about it. We knew this was going to happen. We literally talked about this for months, right? Behind Aaron Rodgers needs something else. Zach is not ready. We said over and over and over. The Jets said, you guys are wrong. You're stupid. Okay. You bring in Tim Boyle, who we know is just a guy, right? Then preseason happens. Fair play. Zach still looks fair, right? Season starts, Aaron Rodgers goes down. They doubled down again. We don't need anybody. We got Zach. Okay, that's second time. Third time, Zach's playing poorly, and they still don't want to make a change. 3 strikes, dude. 3 strikes, you're out. That's the way it works, right?
You got to wonder what it is. What is it that he has that they just refuse to move on? I truly don't understand it. So no other player, no other position would get this kind of leeway.
Nope. No, and now Saleh's thing is the guys around him got to play better. That's true. Garrett Wilson got to catch the ball and make a better throw. That's fine. But you know what? A quarterback at some point has to elevate his play and take over the game and win the game for his team. You can't just be just a guy that blends in with the groceries. You've got to be the chef sometimes. Like, all right, I'm going to win this game for us because you guys deserve it. Like a good quarterback, even Aaron Rodgers said it today. Sometimes a good quarterback can overshadow the offensive line struggles and the drop passes because you make those big plays help you win the game. Zach's not doing that. So.
That's what goes back. Like I think it was 2 weeks ago when Saleh was talking about Zach's confidence. He said Zach's confidence was broken to a point that he had never seen another quarterback before last year, and that's why he pulled him. So how is it possible that a quarterback can go from that to learning a new offense and you feel comfortable with him as your quarterback too?
And the other excuse that's driving me crazy is I'm so tired of hearing well, we had to cater the offense to Zach, bro. You played 9 games, Dobbs is the perfect example. Baker Mayfield did it on 2 days practice.
5 minutes.
How complex can your offense be where this kid, after all this, plus and let's not act like he wasn't here during the preseason. He played in the preseason. He played in training camp. There was the installs there too. He knows what's going on. Yeah. The fact that you got to cater your offense to him shouldn't be that drastic, right? You know what the kid can do. You know what he can't do. And a lot of things you're making him do, he can't do. Like throw the ball down the field. You can see him do that. You can see him run. This is the first week he's allowed to do that.
Unless they're just trying to dumb it down to where he can understand it, where it's just a simple one read, get rid of it, don't hold on to it too long. Whatever it is, it's not working.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they play scared.
But this is my problem though. If that's the case, right? Say like if you're in practice, the first week of practice when Aaron Rodgers is out, and you see him, you're like, this kid's not grasping it. The first thing you do prime time is we've got to get somebody else in here because this is not going to work, right? You don't say let's try it out for 6 weeks to see what happens. Like throw shit against the wall, see what sticks. No, you find an immediate remedy. And the remedy wasn't Tim Boyle.
The problem is though, I can't say this with any certainty, but just based on what we saw in training camp, I'm willing to bet he actually has some good practices. I'm willing to bet when he's not worried about getting hit, when he's not facing defenders going at full speed, that he actually makes some good throws throughout practices. The problem is, in 3 years, nothing he has done in practice that's good has translated.
You know what that's similar to, dude? I'm a striking coach, right? That's like a guy that's boxing and hits pads. He hits the focus mitts. He's lighting up the mitts. He pop. The light, everybody's, oh my God, that guy's so good. That guy's so good. The minute sparring starts, he shows up and takes an ass kicking. Like, bro, you hit pads really good, but the lights went on. What happened? You're not throwing a goddamn punch. That's Zach Wilson. He can do all the fancy shit in practice with shorts and a t-shirt on. He can do all this stuff and wow the fans. When the bright lights come on and he starts getting hit and things start going to shit, can he read a defense and make big-time throws? He cannot consistently do that. And the offense can't score points. And he's not a natural leader either. That's a problem, right? So you know that. You learn this within the first couple of weeks. You see it. And the team sees it. The locker room sees it. We saw it last year. The energy the team started with Dante's out of his mind, dude. The energy of the team completely changed when Mike White came in the game. Dante, what are you doing? We got to send you t-shirts or something, man. What are you, crazy?
Holy shit, dude.
What are you, nuts? Fuck? We got to refund this or something.
What the hell?
Dante, you're drunk or something. So Dante says, I'm going to Buffalo for the next game from Long Island. I don't want to see Zach Wilson on the field. The team is too good. Aside from Zach, the offense is good, but we allow terrible play calling and terrible quarterback play to screw us over. Does Zach Wilson have something on Saleh and Douglas? First of all, Dante, send us what size shirt you wear. I'll see what I have. We'll send you some stuff, dude.
Crazy.
That's crazy, dude. But I agree with you, dude. You're going to see Zach Wilson on the field, but the question you have is, what is there? Yeah, Mike, I agree. The question you have is the leash getting any shorter? And that I think the answer is no. I don't think it is. I think they're willing to go down with him. Like he struggles, he's not getting taken out.
And I'm starting to question whether or not the offense is good altogether.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you've got enough pieces right now that are screwing up, penalties every week, drop balls. I mean, it's collective now. Like for a while, I was on there. All right, Zach's clearly the biggest problem. I still think he's the biggest problem. Yep. Like all these things I think trickle from him, lack of leadership, lack of accountability. But certainly now the penalties are killing drives. The drops are adding up. Like as an offense, you can't overcome all of this. Not to mention shitty play calling too.
Yeah, Dante's talkjetsradio@gmail.com. Send me your address, dude. I'll see what I have. I got a box of shirts. I'll see if I can get extra larges for you. I'll find something, dude. We got to give you something, man.
Crazy, man.
That's crazy. We're like a little show here, man. But no, I agree, dude. You wonder a lot of things about Hackett, Saleh, the quarterback, the offense. It's like, all right, this is it. This is statement time, dude. Jets Bills Sunday is your statement. The Bills are struggling, and the thing it's funny is the Bills, they fired Ken Dorsey, and everybody's like, oh, you're gonna get an angry Bills team. The Jets team should be furious. They just lost back-to-back primetime games. They should be out of their minds, pissed off. What about us for once? What about
but the Jets are still trying to get there. The Bills are used to being there. They won 3 division titles. They're used to being there.
Do not care. Do not care.
We are walking into a buzzsaw on
bullshit.
Sunday.
That's an excuse. This
no,
Jets
it is.
Team,
it is. And they will use it. And they will use it.
And I will not tolerate it. What if the Jets come out and get their asses beat on Sunday and look lifeless and completely unprepared? It's a fireable offense. It is.
You don't think it's right around the time where certain guys on defense are ready to make some business decisions?
This is their last stand. The Bills losing on Monday night.
I hope I'm wrong.
The Bills losing on Monday night gives this team a little bit of hope. CJ Mosley had the speech already. Listen, man, we've wasted so many opportunities. Terrible Patriot game. You knew it was going to come back and haunt them. It's haunting them now. You just lost to a Raider team, to a rookie quarterback, and a head coach has been there for a week. So where's your pride? Where's your leadership? Where is your fucking passion for the game? And bring it on Sunday. And if they don't do that, like they did last year when they quit on the team and didn't show up in big games, that's an indictment on head coach, bro. It is. There's no other way around this. The Bills are struggling, dude. So the offense is struggling. The defense is our strong point. There you go. Their defense is banged up on injuries. Our offense has got to score points. If you can't score points, you make a change. They didn't make a change. You play the same way on Sunday, this whole staff should be fired. All of them. Get out. You're done.
Revenge game at Buffalo. Must win for them.
Do not care. Don't care.
And you know the Saleh comment's going to be in the back of Josh Allen's mind. The quarterbacks that we embarrassed.
Good. Good.
Got a bad feeling about this one.
I don't. This team better show up on Sunday, and they
And
better find a way to win the game.
you already see signs too that the locker room's fracturing. Like you listen to the defensive guys talk, they're walking on eggshells. They're playing on eggshells. They can't give up a touchdown. They know that's the bar. Like we have to shut teams out to win games. They know that.
But that's on
Sauce
Saleh.
even said it. We're not playing complimentary football. It's not the defense.
But that's where this comes on Saleh, because Saleh is listening to all the feedback. He hears the fans. He's listening to all the media pound on him. He's hearing all these things, and he's saying, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to keep playing Zach Wilson. Okay, coach, that's your decision. And when your decision fails, then you have to own that decision, and you own it by losing your job. Period. That's the way it should work. Seriously. Like there has to be repercussions for this. Like you cannot, as an owner, you cannot watch your coach, your team that had all potential last year, melt down the stretch in an epic fashion, come in this year, have potential, and you see they're close to winning. And the one thing is the quarterback and the offense, and they don't change it. Dude, if that's your decision and it doesn't work out, that's 2 years in a row. Time to go. That's it. Don't care about Aaron Rodgers, dude. I don't care. I really don't.
But that will be the excuse, though. Whether it's right or wrong, that will be the excuse. We didn't have our quarterback. They will run it back. There is zero chance that Saleh's getting fired. Zero.
And that's just. I think that would be just complete incompetence. If they go out. So what are they now? Were they 4-5?
Yeah.
If they end up the season 6-11, dude, that's ridiculous.
He's not going anywhere.
I think that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And what's even crazier, if they go 5-0. And this is wiping out the first year that Joe Douglas got hired. That wasn't his roster. He didn't spend any of the money, didn't do any of the drafting. The next 5 games, that'll be 64 games for Joe Douglas. If the Jets go 5-0, they're still 2 wins short of the 4 years of Mike McCagnon.
Yeah.
We've gone backwards. We've gone backwards on offense from Adam Gase. Yep. We've gone backwards at GM for Mike McCagnon. If you want to give him some credit for building a core, that's all we have. And we better hope we keep this core intact.
Yeah. And the core's pissed off right now.
Exactly.
It's wild, dude. This is some wild stuff. So you guys can share your thoughts on the Michael Carter cutting the team. I think Sunday's a must win, or it's just, that's it. I think the writing's on the wall and it should be on the wall.
Last Sunday was a must win.
The Bills helped us out. This is like reminds me of the Rex Ryan year when Rex thought we were cooked and they kept finding ways to win, staying in the mix. The Jets still in the mix. They're still there. They got a chance.
Yeah, but the Bills aren't even in the playoffs right now.
But it's a conference win. It's a division win. You just keep kind of finding ways.
Raiders would have been a conference win. Chargers would have been a conference win.
Hi, boys. Thanks for telling me something to keep my hopes up. I'm trying, Jets Nation Russia. Prime time is doom and gloom. To me, Sunday's the day. Sunday's the day where we sink or swim.
Last Sunday was the day. They sank.
We still have a chance. But I knew the Patriot game was come back to haunt them, though. That's just like... But... we'll see what happens. So you guys can share what you think. Chat is on fire. Thank you guys for all these super chats. What the hell's going on around here? It's crazy, man. Oh, and I knew it. How the hell we missed one? We're going to find this one now. Where is it?
Let me scroll up.
Yeah, I think. John, I apologize, man. This chat's like, and you guys are in rare form. When we're angry, our chat's very, very difficult to watch. Elmo's causing problems. Let's see what we got here. Oh, here you go. Well, would Gase have done a better job with this roster?
Offensively, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it would be more of the same.
Yeah, I think so too. Did you see it? Find John's yet? God damn, this chat's full, dude. Holy shit.
Just found Dante's again.
Hold on, John. Give us a second here. It blocked your super chat?
Oh, well, hold on. This one?
Oh, all right.
You did say that.
This is true. This is very true. John, I apologize. I'm going to delay it 1 week.
Oh.
I'm going to give Saleh the Buffalo Bills game. And then if they lose the Buffalo Bills game, I'm going to go scorched earth. We're going to have more than one guest. I'm telling you, because then I'm going to be off the rails. This is my last hope of being an optimistic Jet fan that's going to try to find hope. Bro, what's this guy doing? There's no way.
What the hell?
Did you steal somebody's credit card, bro? He probably stole somebody's card. And he's like, screw it. All right. Dante, Aaron Rodgers being here is bittersweet because if it wasn't NH, he would be gone. Oh, Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
But we are forced to keep Aaron Rodgers happy. I love his talent, but this weird dude is kind of trapping us. Also, screw Michael Carter. Don't drop balls. Don't get cut. Simple. I mean,
listen, I have no issue with Carter getting cut. My issue is with him being the only fall guy right now.
Yep.
When
No, I
you've had
agree.
weeks to potentially bench Zach, you could have done something with the offensive coordinator, changed up play callers. You could bench Uzama. Lazard, certainly, he's warranted benching.
Yep.
None of those guys have anything happen to him. But Michael Carter, your third string running back, who's making no money as a third or fourth round draft pick, he's the guy that you get rid of. To me, that's just-
Dante should get. We should set up a date with Dante and Legend. He's to drink with Legend for the night or something. No, but listen. But the one thing Salah could do is Sunday Uzama's bench. He's not starting. He don't play. Like Rucker, like he can do things without cutting players. You could, Lazard could be out. Uzama could be out. I mean, you could do that other ways. But Sunday's the day, dude. I'm telling you, I will. That's it.
I guess the problem with Uzama is that Ruckert had 2 penalties the week before. So.
They take turns. Okay, we will go to calls. Thank you guys for joining us. Dante, thank you. I think I don't know what we're gonna do with that money.
Super chats are wild, man.
I know. We definitely appreciate it, man. We definitely appreciate the support. We don't even ask for super chats. We just kind of hang out. We'll go to Benny. Benny.
Oh, boys, how we doing?
Well, primetime's not good. I'm trying to keep the faith right now.
Hey, boys, I'm not good either. Let me throw my helmet on here.
He's ready, Prime. He's ready for Buffalo.
They're the suffering shirt. I mean, what a fucking joke, boys. I mean, you could change the coach. You could change the stadium. Beningo said it best. You could change everything, but the results are always the fucking same. How many times have we seen it? The Jets have a must-win game. I mean, this win would have done wonders for us.
Yep. And
they show up flat as can be. I mean, unbelievable. And you guys are hitting the nail on the head. Tyson, I agree with everything you're saying, man. The cutting of Michael Carter, I hate that he was the guy that had to be cut, but this has to send a message to the team. Let's been saying it since Sunday. They need to do something in order to get a spark going. I ultimately think that the play caller first needs to change, and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? Because if the play caller change and Zach still fucking sucks, all right, then we move on to the quarterback and this, that, and the other. But
if you don't want to change the play caller, change the quarterback. So the play caller, like Nathaniel Hackett could say, "Listen, coach, I'm calling the right plays. Guys are open. My quarterback isn't hitting them." Okay, then change the quarterback. That you change one or the other.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. It's a very simple choice.
I absolutely agree.
And that's what I don't like about the Michael Carter move. Not that it shouldn't have happened, but to me, it's low hanging fruit. There are far bigger problems than Michael Carter. You're not addressing any of them.
I mean,
Parcells did the same shit though.
It's just, you're right. Parcells did the same shit, and it was to send a message to the team.
Yep.
That's how he won Super Bowls. That's how we had built winning programs. He did it with the Jets but it just sucks because CJ Uzama, I've been screaming for this guy to be cut for a long time. I cannot stand him. How about instead of you showing up in these fucking stupid clothes and green dyed hair, you fucking stop holding people and killing us on these huge downs. I mean, come on.
Yep, I agree. It's terrible.
It's so unbelievable. Bad. He single-handedly lost this game for us on Sunday. I'm sorry. I know you could blame 15 other things, but that drive, the fucking drive where Zach was out at the 3-yard line, that's all on Uzama. And we score a touchdown. We win that game. We win it. That's it. Pin your ears back, defense. Fucking have a day.
I agree. No, it's him. He had I think it was a drop. Was it last week? He had a big drop too. He hasn't been.
He dropped a touchdown. I mean, that was garbage time, but I think he had something before it too, where he screwed up.
He dropped a touchdown last week, and he also just what else did he do? I think he had a big drop earlier in the game.
The early game, he had one too. Yep.
It's just I don't know, man.
So wait, so are you buying in for Robert Saleh's last stand this Sunday? This is it, right?
This is it. 100%. This is it.
Lose to the Bills, and we're done.
100%. I mean, the Bills gave us a gift yesterday by losing.
100%.
We have everything in front of us right now. Everything. We win on Sunday. The door's open for everything else because, like you said, it's a division.
Be back.
It's a conference win. It's all the above. All the above. And then I get it. The thing that's going to be the issue is, the Dolphins losing to the Raiders on Sunday. I mean, if they can lose to the Raiders, great. Then we have a playoff game on Black Friday. I don't anticipate that.
Near the Dolphins win, dude. At least you play them on Black Friday, you beat them, and then you keep a team is going to fall apart. The Dolphins are going to lose.
You still play them again.
Yeah, you're in the mix. You're staying in the hunt. But if you lose 3 in a row at this time of the year when things are supposed to be teams are supposed to be getting better this time of year. Like the cream rises to the top, you can't be losing 3 in a row and going backwards. And that's an indictment. It's the same thing they did last year when they were 6-3 and all other shit. Same thing.
I mean, it's the same exact thing that happened last year. And I agree. Even if the Dolphins lose, it doesn't matter. You're building wins. You're building confidence. You're at home on Black Friday, first Black Friday game. The team has to be juiced up. I mean, bottom line, it's just we've just seen it time and time and time again with this woebegone franchise where we just do not show up for these games ever. I mean, shit, it happened in 2009, and by the grace of God, we ended up making the playoffs. We were 4-5 at one point, I believe, during that season too.
Yep. No, I mean, this is
if the Colts don't pull Peyton Manning, they don't make the playoffs. But.
Exactly.
Hey, man, we'll take it any way we can get it, man. but you got to.
That's how we're going to need it this year.
But you know what his thing is? You create your own luck. You create that luck by winning football games. You can't keep this season's all about missed opportunities. You're wasting opportunity after wasting opportunity. The Patriot game, the Raider game. That's it. There's no more. You got lucky with the Giants, so they kind of equal each other out. But this is Sunday, dude. They have to play a big time game on Sunday, or I'm done. Completely done with Tyler. Done with him. He can go.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, you're averaging 14 fucking points a game. I mean, come on, man.
Dude,
I mean, the team has 4 wins.
The stats they have on third down, on scoring, Zach's stats of how many touchdown throws he has in his entire career.
Oh, God.
It's like historically terrible.
It's 2%. It's like 2%.
It's wild, dude. So Sunday, dude, solid double down and triple down. Show us what you got on Sunday. Can you rally your team and find a way to get a win and play competent football? If you can't, you got to go. I'm done.
I mean, you got to start over. I mean, and I'm telling you, I know there's a lot of Joe Douglas backers back there. I mean, I like his moves, but at the end of the day, man, this falls on Joe Douglas, man. He's had a couple good drafts. Great. What have you done for me lately, man? I mean, come on.
Look at the draft class. Now Michael Carter's gone. Look at that draft class. It's a disaster.
An absolute disaster. I mean,
look at the one before it, too. You have Becton and nobody else left.
Oh, dude.
Becton will be gone next year.
I mean, one of my favorite Joe Douglas ones was fucking Ashton Davis. How that dude's still on the team, I don't understand. But, I mean,
McCagnon guy.
Recovered a fumble.
Was he Ashton Davis or McCagnon? Was that?
No, that was Joe Douglas.
That was Joe Douglas.
Was it? Joe Douglas? Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just an indictment. I mean, again, Joe Douglas has hit on you. Okay, he got DJ. You talk about free agent class. He got DJ Reed. Cool. He got Whitehead. Whatever. Fine. But this year's fucking free agent class has been an absolute nightmare. I'm sorry. Absolute nightmare.
Yep.
For what he did and what he didn't do, not signing a backup quarterback.
Yep.
That goes without saying at this point. I mean, Jesus. And then you bring in Trevor Siemian to just shut people up. I mean, come on, man.
And don't even use him. Not even a threat to use him. don't even.
Has he even he hasn't dressed it all this year.
He's not active on game day. He's still on the practice squad.
It's a joke. And then are you guys going to be at the game on Black Friday?
Hell no. Prime time probably go. You going?
I have tickets. I don't know if I'm going though, because a lot of Dolphin fans are buying them up right now, so the prices are going up a little bit. So if they lose this Sunday, I don't think I'm going.
If they beat the Bills, I think it'd be tempting to go. If they lose the Bills, it's gonna be a Dolphin home game.
Yeah, I'll be there. Me and my brother are thinking about just fucking tailgating and
I've done that before.
Tickets and just taking off and go to the bar, just to not go into the stadium, because I mean it's just
a smart move.
And honestly, it might be the move, especially if they lose on Sunday to Buffalo. But again, if they win, shit, man, that stadium better be fucking juiced.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Benny, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, boys. Hey, thanks for what you do, and fuck, man, let's go Jets.
Let's go.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
You know, it's funny because like we always talk about Ian, dude, so positive. They broke him. They broke Ian. They broke Afram. Like Afram's tweeting all kinds of angry tweets of Woody Johnson now. Like he keeps tagging me at him, dude. Like people that are never angry are just raging right now.
I like seeing the dark side of Afram though.
Dude, I like seeing the dark side of Ian. But it's funny as shit because he's the most positive person I know, and now he's worse than me, which is funny. He's worse than you, I think, at this point. But
you made me this way. I never used to be like this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about winning on Sunday and saving our season. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Can't even beat the Raiders.
What's up, Greg?
He's in a receiver.
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Greg?
Good. Have you guys ever had somebody from Utah call yet?
I don't think so.
Where does Blade live? He lives in Idaho, right?
Somewhere.
I'm a Jets fan out here, but I'm mainly a Jets fan because I follow Zach Wilson, right?
Oh, Christ.
So I just want to give you guys a little perspective of BYU fans and Zach Wilson fans, so you guys can kind of understand why we're crazy. Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be good.
So here out in Utah, we don't have an NFL team. So most people here are either Bronco fans or we don't have an NFL team.
Right.
So it's kind of so Zach Wilson, he has his great senior year, which we didn't even know he was going to be the quarterback, right?
Right.
So he tears it up. And so I'm thinking, oh, he'll probably be a second round pick, maybe third round pick. And the guy goes shooting up the board, which nobody could understand here. I mean, the guy had an offensive line at BYU that he had about 8 seconds to throw every time he dropped back. So basically what happened is a lot of people like, oh, okay. So he went up the board. So all these people in Utah attached themselves to Zach Wilson and became the Zach Wilson truthers. And the bottom line is I can't even defend the guy anymore. Like the guy does not get in the end zone. I mean, what do you say? He doesn't score. Like he has flashes of brilliance, and that's about it. Like you're like, oh, that was an amazing throw, and then the next throw, you're like, where the hell was that? You threw it like 15 yards over the guy's head.
Yep.
So, I mean, I can't back the guy anymore. And I fought with both of you guys numerous times on this. I'm like, he's making a little progress. He's doing good. Like, you.
No, it's like when you're a rookie, you give him the benefit of doubt. He's got to learn the speed of the NFL. Like, there's like a learning curve, and you do all that stuff, and then, but it's like it wasn't getting any better, man. And it was like you watch, like, look at C.J. Stroud this year. Look at him. The guy's tearing it up. Like Zach never had those moments ever. Like he'd have a game where he threw for 150 yards and no interception. Like, oh my God, he's doing good. Like he just got out of the game with a win and didn't make like a big blunder. And now it's like you see, like it was always like it was like last year it was Mike LaFleur's fault. Mike LaFleur, not enough weapons. Now it's like, well, now it's Hackett's fault, not enough weapons. Like, bro, sometimes it's you. And it's unfortunate because apparently it was Aaron Rodgers supposed to help him, Hackett's supposed to help him. Like all these things are supposed to make him better. And he's a little bit better, but nowhere near starting quarterback caliber at this point. It's sad.
Well, it's in between his ears, right? Obviously, he's got the physical traits. The guy can throw it 70 yards. He can run, which he needs to run more, by the way. He ran on Sunday. I'm like, finally, dude.
You look good.
Get out and run.
Yep.
Like, if your first or second read isn't there, take off. And he finally started doing it, and obviously should have had a touchdown, gets out of bounds, and I knew we weren't scoring on that drive.
So the prime time.
I'm like, then Uzama. I can't take it, bro. Like,
but you see the one jump throw he had, the Conklin, even the Hail Mary was a friggin' he juked out Crosby. Like he does things you're like he has this skill set, and then he can't hit a screen pass or he can't read a defense. It's just like he needed a year to sit down and just do nothing.
Right. Of course, with our luck, Conklin knocks it out of Garrett Wilson's hands. Yeah. I'm like, come on, bro.
Playing defense.
We can't do that shit, right?
Can we catch a break? So yeah, for the people that are Zach Wilson truthers, I was one of those people. Just shut up, man. You just gotta, you know what I mean? It's that time where you guys just gotta take a back seat and be like, we supported him. He came out of BYU. We don't have a team here. We're excited because he was the second pick, even though he should have been a second or third rounder. It is what it is, man. I mean,
and everything you said is why it's so frustrating too. He shows you these moments of brilliance, like the no-look sidearm pass. Like he's got the arm strength, he's got the mobility when he chooses to use it. Everything, like you said, it's in between the ears, and you've changed coordinators, you've changed personnel, still not putting up points.
Yep.
And maybe I just think he needs a change of scenery. I think
100%.
he needs to go to San Francisco. He needs to go
to the Rams.
Different offensive coordinator, different team. I mean, he's run his course with the Jets. Like I'm a Zach Wilson guy, and I was really hoping that Aaron Rodgers would start, that he would get, he would be able to be behind him, learn for a year. But at this point, man, Jet fans are so done with Zach. Like, I think he's probably done with us too. Like he probably wants out of New York. He's probably tired of the fans, tired of the media, tired of the team. Like, you know what? Give me a fresh start where I could just regroup mentally and physically, and get a better coaching.
But that falls on Joe Douglas for putting him in this position. He never should have been expected to play this year. If you really wanted to give the kid a true reset, an opportunity to just watch the game, erase the first 2 years, learn a new offense, no pressure. You sign a true backup quarterback, and this never happened.
100%. He should have never saw the field this year. That was it's malpractice, man. At this point, I'm not even mad at Zach. How can you be mad at Zach?
It's not his fault.
Yeah, I'm not anymore.
He's not rolling himself
is.
out there, is he? Like, he's not the one that's saying, I'm the starting quarterback. It's the coach. Like, the bottom line is, like, Saleh and Douglas, they need to have more blood on their hands, man. I'm telling you.
Agree.
There's people upstairs pulling the strings. It's either Woody or, one of those guys are saying, we're just going to keep rolling this guy out here, even though he has the worst stats in the history of the NFL as far as scoring, touchdowns out of, 900 dropbacks. He has like 20 touchdown passes.
Yep.
I mean, guys, you can't keep defending him. I mean, it's,
and especially
at this point, it's ridiculous.
And its thing is, it's like, we know it, the media knows it, his teammates know it. So like, you're trying to, like a used car salesman trying to sell somebody a car to your own locker room. They know it. You saw it last year, man. They rallied around Mike White, no problem. Rallied around Josh Johnson, no problem. Like, they rallied around everybody but him. And I give Zach credit, man. He's endured a lot here. He's shown more maturity. He's been classy. He's been respectful. But he needs to get out of here. He needs to go somewhere else. He does.
Right.
I'll be rooting for him. I hope he does well, because he's, it's like, you don't want to see him fail, but it ain't happening here.
Yeah, I think he's matured quite a bit. His personality's a little better now. I think last year everybody hated him, and I don't blame him. The guy was cocky, arrogant, had a little swag about him. Like, what's your swag about, bro? You're not doing anything.
Yep.
Like, what do you have a swag about you for? So this year, I think he's been humbled, and he's a good kid. Like, I'm like you. I want him to do well, but I don't know, man. Like, I think his time in New York is up. He needs to have some new scenery. The same thing's going to happen in Buffalo. I mean, how do we expect a different outcome? Like,
we got to believe, man. We got to trust the process.
Well, why don't you bench him for a game or two and bring him back in? Like, people do it all the time.
That's
Saleh doesn't want to put it all on one guy.
Oh, you know what the thing is? But just the perception of it. When the media asks you a question, is Tim Boyle going to get first string reps? Say, yup, he sure is. Yes, he is. But just do it. Maybe something sparks, make Zach to be even more. And if not, maybe Tim Boyle showed you something and says, you know what? Let's see him run the fucking offense. Look, let's do something, man.
Well, like Mac Jones and Zach are on the same plane this year, right?
Yeah.
They're both about as equally as awful. How many times has Belichick benched Mac Jones?
All the time.
3 or 4 times this year already.
Yep.
And he might not even start next week.
Nope.
We can't do it to our golden boy. I just, it's ridiculous. I mean,
crazy.
And I'm not even mad at Zach anymore. Like, I root for him every week. Like, I'm done with him. Like, and I'm a BYU fan. I still curse at my dad every day for allowing me to be a BYU fan, because they're just like the Jets, dude. They're awful. They lose. I mean, they lose every year, and I just can't take it. I'm like, so I fit right in with Jet fans. You know what I mean? So,
well, Greg, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good night.
Yeah, see ya.
That's awesome, man. All right, so now we have a situation brewing with our super chats prime time. So, Eric, I agree with you, because now Dante is struck again.
Dante's going crazy.
So now I'm wondering,
casino or something?
hoping he didn't steal somebody's credit card. I don't want to get backtracked with more shit. So now he goes, have either of you been to a Jets versus Bill game in Buffalo? I want to wear my Jets gear, but I don't want to be harassed. I just want to enjoy the game and get drunk in case the Jets drop the ball in this game. By the way, I just want to send support. I got a bit for a bonus. Well, first of all, thank you very much, man. Please email us your address and I'll find out. We got to give you something, dude. We've both been I've been to Buffalo 3 times.
Yep.
Usually a lot of Jet fans go to those games. So usually, I'm not sure how it would be this weekend. The fans are cool though, dude. Like, we wore Jet stuff. We were chanting. I've been there. I wore all kinds of jerseys. I never had any problems or anything.
No, I was cool. I was wearing my Jet stuff. We were doing FU to Rex, I think, in 2015 when we went out there. It was a good time, good stadium environment, just a shitty outcome the 2 times I've been there.
Yeah, good tailgates, dress warm. The weather was brisk. It gets cold there, but no, I mean, you can wear a jersey, no problem. And Dante, thank you, dude. You're crazy, man. I don't know what the hell you're doing. This is nuts. Absolutely. Do we miss one of his? I think he did another one before that, didn't he?
I didn't see any before that.
Well, they make sure. Now I feel bad. I'll go back to the callers. This chat is in rare form tonight, dude. Holy cow. Let's see.
Let it all out.
Prime time, will you shotgun on our first TD in 3 weeks?
You know what? I actually might, because I don't think they're going to get one in Buffalo.
Oh, we got the other one. All right, good. We're all caught up with Dante's stuff. So thank you again. Yeah, I don't have UFC money. That's not true. Not true at all. Jake said he went to Buffalo, had to take his jersey off at the end of the game because he was scared. Listen, man, we were there for the Ryan Fitzpatrick meltdown. We Jet fans, we talked all kinds of trash, and you're gonna get heckled. I mean, if you lose in any stadium, you're gonna get heckled. I'm sure Jet fans went to the Raider game on Sunday, got heckled by all all those guys. That's just part of it.
I don't think I ever talked more shit going into a stadium than that Week 17 game with Fitz.
No, I've never been that embarrassed.
I've never been the same since.
Yeah.
It took the life out of me.
It was
I haven't
brutal,
been good
dude.
since.
All right. We'll go to Ed. Ed, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What's up, Ed?
I'm all right. Look, RELAX.
Uh-oh.
Relax. No, we're fucking cooked, guys. We're fucking cooked. This is crazy. I don't know where to begin. I think the Michael Carter shit was bullshit. You should have cut CJ. I don't know where we go from here. And then Buffalo losing last night makes it worse for us losing. So it's like, damn, we're right there, but we just can't get over the hump. The Patriots game is going to haunt us. The Chargers game is going to haunt us. The Raiders game is going to haunt us. I just don't.
We're haunted.
We're fucking haunted. Like, and then you want a payment? When is it? Tomorrow?
Yeah, 15th, tomorrow.
I'm not paying that.
Rent is due.
I'm not paying that. If my season tickets are there in April, cool, but I'm not paying for that right now.
They'll be there. Don't listen to them when they tell you there's a 9,000 person waiting room. There's not.
Bullshit news was like, oh, this is where the NFL is moving towards. I'm like, it's bullshit. You want your money now. I understand. It's okay. You want to pay for Rodgers. You want to pay for everything you've done. But you made tons of money this year. Jersey sales, accessories and all that stuff. You made tons of money. Like, you're being selfish. You pull this bullshit product on the field. I feel like we have two different teams. We have the New York Jets defense. And we have the New York Jets offense. That's what it is. Two different teams right now. Like, I just don't know where we go from here. Like, I don't know. We should be at least in playoff hopes to even discuss Rodgers coming. Like, I don't know. Like, I was so hyped before the season. Rodgers coming, go to all the preseason and the training camps, and we're here again.
What if they surprise you and win on Sunday?
I'm going to Black Friday. Fuck.
See? So if they win on Sunday, you're back in then, right? You're back in.
We're all stupid. You're a stupid Jets fan. I'm
all in.
Stupid Jets fan. We're gonna be there on Black Friday. We're gonna be tailgating. We're gonna get stupid drunk, and then Miami's gonna blow the doors off us like 30 points.
Because what happens? Like, I was pissed off all day Monday until I saw the Bills lose, and I'm like, what?
I didn't even care about the Bills. We're chasing the Dolphins.
I kind of did, because it's like, all right, we lost. I was so mad Monday. I woke up. I was like, yo, how the fuck we lose to them?
Yep.
And then Monday night comes, and I fell asleep early because I had to work at 4. So when I woke up, it says Broncos stunned Bills. I said, what?
Yep.
And then they fired their OC. I don't know what's gonna happen. If we beat the Bills, which I think we can, because this is the game we win. This is the game we will win
to get us all back reeled in.
Yes, we'll beat the Eagles. We'll beat the Bills game 1. We'll beat these teams. We'll beat them up.
Yep.
But then we lose to teams we're supposed to beat. Like, the Chargers had no business stopping us on offense.
We should have beat the Raiders.
But I don't even talk about the Raiders. Like, and then I can't say anything about the defense giving up that big run to Josh Jacobs. No. Because it's like, how much more can you guys give us? You're tired. You're on the field all game. And it sucks because some of these young players are playing out their mind. Yep. Jermaine Johnson, Bryce Huff, even DJ Reed, number 1 corner in the NFL right now. Like, Sauce, he doesn't have a pick. Quinnen, he's getting doubled. He's applying pressure, but he's not getting the sacks. That's cool. CJ, Quincy.
Yep.
Even the guy said about Ashton Davis, I think he's having a good year.
He's better than usual.
He's having a good year. He comes into the game, he's actually a factor.
Tony Adams has been kind of hit and miss the
Yeah,
last
he's
couple
hit
weeks.
and miss. Like
Kind of like his tackling.
I'm
Yeah.
throwing them all. Lazard.
Terrible.
You got 2 games already this year though. You
almost
allow
dropped that
less than
pass.
17 points and you lose.
He almost dropped that pass on Sunday.
Yeah, Lazard. Yeah, he did. The no look pass. He did.
Zach made the play, and the Zach Truthers. Oh my God! They're like, and Garrett should have caught the ball. I understand he was a little banged up because if you want to be a number 1 receiver, that's a ball you catch. Like that ball was.
But
like,
even the trick play, dude. If he planted his feet and just threw it.
Yeah, but the trick play is like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I love the play call, but
Hold on. He couldn't feel his elbow. He couldn't
feel his elbow
in the game like 3 plays prior to that with an elbow injury. And
And then-
Saleh even said yesterday that wasn't communicated to us.
And
Thank
another thing I want to see is I wanted to see a 2-back set.
yes,
I want to see
We only have 3 of
Cook
them.
and Brees.
and I want to see Cook together.
Yep.
I want to see Brees on a wheel route, exactly like how they played Miami last year when he caught the ball and Barrios was blocking for him. I want to see those type of things. And I can't blame Zach for Sunday because he actually had a pretty good game. I think the offensive play call in the first half was pretty good.
But
Second half,
Dalvin Cook looked good, dude. He had like back-to-back
he looked
runs,
good.
like 10 yards and 9 yards. They took him out. He's like, all right, you're good. You showed too much.
outside runs, he looks explosive. I feel like, all right, Michael Carter, yes, he got cut. I do feel bad because he was with us in the beginning when shit was bad. And yeah, he got cut. I don't think he was the main problem because you could have hide him. But CJ Mosley is another not CJ Mosley. Damn, CJ Mosley. CJ Uzomah is a guy that you just gotta just like, yo, I want to see Jeremy Rucker. I want Tyler Conklin. Is just
that's why I'm wondering if this move like has an opposite effect with the locker room. Like Carter's well liked, he's well respected.
Be upset. I don't care.
Like you were just saying before, though, every guy in that locker room knows Zach Wilson is a problem, so they refuse to do anything about him. Yet Michael Carter's the one that gets released. You don't think that's going to rub some guys the wrong way?
I'm on Twitter right now, and I see Mekhi Becton.
Yep.
I see Sauce Gardner right about this. Like, with the emojis of broken hearts. That's a move that I would have never done. I would have sat him. What are you doing cutting him? What is that? It's going to save you some money?
They're just trying to send a message, man. They're trying to shock the locker room. Like this, they're making an example of him. Hey, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
That's the way of sending a message. He's too chicken shit to do it to anybody else.
Saleh could lose every game this year. He's not getting fired. No matter what he does, he's not getting fired. It's just not happening. Rodgers.
I agree with you.
And I hate to say this because some of the other fan base, like the Dolphins fans, the Packers fans, like Rodgers low key is controlling this stuff. Like people not seeing this. Like, what happens if you take the play calling from the thing, hack it? What are you gonna do? What?
Well, you saw Rodgers talking about it today a little bit. He's like, well, he talked he uses McAfee as his platform to communicate back to the team, right? And he said, the play calling is good. It's the execution, a little bit here, a little bit there, and the plays, the points will be there. But to me, it's like the execution's also on the coordinator as well. That's what you're coaching, right? That's what it should be, at least.
I'm a little afraid of him or Rodgers right now because it's like I think he's controlling way too much right now with the whole.
You think he's the reason they're still playing Zach?
That can't be. There's no way. You can't have him make that decision.
I'm throwing it out there.
There's something
like he can fix the kid getting in his headset. I don't know.
When the season's all over, and if we don't make the playoffs, this falls on Joe Douglas. Because I don't think it falls on Saleh as much as because it's like, okay, you didn't get a backup quarterback in the offseason. You didn't get a Jacoby Brissett. You didn't get a Minshew. Minshew's winning games.
You know what he didn't get? He didn't get a timeout with 19 seconds left. He got it at 13 seconds. That shit's on Saleh, dude.
Yeah, it's on Saleh.
He said he was calling. The ref just didn't see him.
Yeah, he said he was calling.
Don't the players know? Like nobody else knows?
He threw his headset. Cool. But this is on this season right now. The problems that we're having is on Joe Douglas. You don't get a wide receiver for Corey Davis. And we're rolling with Randall Cobb. Lazard can't catch. He catches with his body. He's 6'4". I don't get it. I don't know why he's in the NFL. That's cool. Rodgers makes him the quarterback.
You got a bigger one, dude. He doubled down on Dwayne Brown coming back too, left tackle when he was hurt when you brought him back. He wasn't even ready, and they brought him back too soon too. That falls on the team. They literally said they rushed the rehab, they brought him back too soon, and then look what happened. He got hurt. Now Rodgers got hurt.
Yeah, they both got hurt. That play kind of I blame Rodgers because it's like it was a chip block, cut block, whatever it's called, and Rodgers had Garrett Wilson wide open on the slant. Like, it is what it is. But this is on Joe Douglas because you had a chance to get a quarterback in the offseason to back up Rodgers, and Zach could have been quarterback 3, right?
Yep.
Right now, he would have been quarterback 2, right? He should not be playing right now. This kid is fucked up mentally in the head. I hope he's okay after I know when he's 80 years old, he's going to be like, fuck, I played for the New York Jets. That was the worst experience I've ever fucking had.
He's saying that now.
He's saying that now. So imagine when he's 80 telling his kids, like, grandkids, like, yo, I played for the Jets. Those fans were fucking crazy. We're desperate for a win. I think Douglas should have got a quarterback in the offseason.
Yep.
And then you had the deadline, and Josh Dobbs went for a 7th-round pick or whatever it was. You couldn't do that?
Yep.
I want to know the stories at the end of the year if we don't make the playoffs. Who is running the show? Who wanted Zach to play? Because I don't know. I don't think it's Saleh.
I would love to know if Saleh has any authority to actually bench Zach Wilson. You would think he does.
I think he does. I think he does.
And if he does, then
the
he's equally a part of the problem.
The problem is, I don't think talent-wise, these guys behind him ain't better than him. We see the flashes. This guy just doesn't have the mindset to be an NFL quarterback. He has all the tools. Did you see his legs?
Yep.
The kid was running. Where was this? Where was the play calling? Was amazing. Get him out on the run. Throw a quick pass to Garrett Wilson. You know, things like that. Get the offense going. Get something going. I hate the fucking I formation runs. I hate the shotgun 3rd and 1 runs. Like, Rodgers shook his head at the play.
He did.
I just don't. We should have never lost. Crosby was on an island. He was a factor on 1 hit, and CJ getting held. That's it. And we still lost that game. It's just impossible. I was at the Chargers game. And you telling me that Herbert threw for 136 yards and we still lost by 3 touchdowns? Like, how is this possible? Oh, and I'm going to say this. People are not going to talk about this, but Justin Hardy, we miss him on.
Because now the returns, they're getting up yards in the return game now.
We need a gunner because and also I'm going to say this, Gibson.
That's a good point.
Gibson's not looking good either.
I told you.
He looks tentative ever since the 2 fumbles that he had.
Like, he brought the ball out, I think, in the 3rd quarter. And I'm like, why would you bring it out?
The 11-yard line.
At the 7. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then the special teams have just been terrible. The only 2, our best players right now that can score is fucking what's his name?
Zuerlein.
The kicker. Zuerlein. He's our best fucking offensive player.
And more stat too. Field position.
And what's his name? The coach for the Raiders. What's his name?
Pierce.
Yep. Pierce. He said it. The runs are obvious for the Jets. Where they're going? They're so obvious. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna lose these players, and I don't blame them if some of these players went out.
We're winning on Sunday, man. Ed, thanks for calling in. We appreciate it.
Guys, see you guys next week. We winning, baby.
We're winning.
See you guys Black Friday.
Right. We're going to the game.
Hopefully I'm there.
J24 liquor. I got everything for y'all. Pull up.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Take care.
Dude.
As long as they win this week.
Jets win. Jets beat Buffalo. We're going to Black Friday game. Let's talk Jets to the road trip.
They have no shot this week.
We're winning, man.
Let's be real.
We are rallying the troops. Michael Carter got cut. We are pissed off. We are angry.
This is a revenge game for Buffalo. The locker room is demoralized.
We are winning on Sunday.
Very ugly, very quickly.
Because this is what you guys don't understand. This is what the Jets do. They wait till we're down and out and hate absolutely everything.
Just remember,
and then they win and they give us hope again.
The defense hasn't really had one of those letdown games yet. You don't think they're tired of talking to the media after all these great performances, still resulting in losses?
We're winning.
At some point, that shit catches up to you.
We're winning the game, man. I'm telling you. This is the kind of game they win. Sneakers the boots. What's up, man?
We're on the Nightmare Himalaya ride that we just can't get off, dude. I'm so sick of it. I was at that game front row, dude, and you could just see the disgust and the disdain after Hall scored, and you just see the yellow flag with CJ Uzomah hugging somebody like he never met him before.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't with this team anymore. The fan base continues to show out every week for this godforsaken team, and especially on the road. We are one of the best road travel teams, and we just get punched in the face or kicked in the nuts every time. shove it up your ass, Woody. Come on.
Yep.
We are desperate for just competency of football. That's all we want.
I'm only back because Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Once Rodgers is done, I'm probably out because the tickets on the secondary market for most of the remaining games, minus the Dolphins, they're at least half the price. And the only reason that I got more value on my other ticket was for the Taylor Swift game, and then because you had Bills fans and who was the other team? The Eagle fans that travel well.
You're not even getting your market value because of the damn team.
So if they bring back Saleh and Douglas and Rodgers comes back, you're going to come back?
As long as Rodgers is back.
So you're part of the problem too. You're supporting this
once
guy.
Rodgers leaves, I'm out.
You're bringing back Saleh and Douglas, the two biggest culprits, and you're supporting them.
You know they're not getting rid of either one. It doesn't matter. They can lose every game the rest of the way. Neither one of those guys are getting touched unless Rodgers wants it to happen.
Well, we're going to win on Sunday, so that's going to change it anyway.
Well, the best part is that I guarantee you next year Woody decides to change the unis to the legacy, so he's going to try to make even more money because I think next year's after the 5th year you can change them again. So yeah. I wouldn't put it past him.
He's chasing any dollar he can get.
Yeah. So I do have a question about Bryce Huff. I know a lot of us want to sign him. I do myself. I'm a big advocate for that. With the way our team is right now and the amount of draft capital that we don't have right now, especially not having a second round pick with Rodgers, and Huff is out there to be signed. And I do think that they may explore that option to let him walk and kind of get that tender, the round tender. I would hate it. Because it'd be so dumb. They do have the deep defensive line. I get it, but there's going to be so many problems next year with tackle, with receivers, so many on the offensive side of the ball. So I was just wondering what you guys' thoughts were.
You find a way to keep him, dude. You have to. Him and Jermaine Johnson, because Carl Lawson's going to be gone. Will McDonald's not. Will McDonald is he's got a lot to prove still. So
I think that's the X factor. Will McDonald. What kind of role do they view him having next year?
Based on what you're seeing so far, he ain't Bryce Huff. Like you got it. That's a young guy. It's a nucleus. That's a core piece of your defense.
I mean, is he any different than what Jermaine Johnson was at this point last year? We didn't really know much about Jermaine Johnson.
But you get what's wrong with having 3? Solid likes you want to have a good platoon. Like there's a guy like Huff you have to keep, dude. You groom him, you praise him, then you don't pay him. That defeats. That's what does Saleh say? We want to make you as much money as possible. Okay, you're making it for him, then say go get it somewhere else. That's ridiculous.
What kind of contract is he looking for, though?
He earned it. Well, you know what? And that's fucking Joe Douglas's fault for not paying him fucking 4 weeks ago.
Yes, paying him this offseason.
Like we talked about this. We talked about this last year. Like that's people make fun of Jet fans. People make fun of Jets YouTubers. They're like, oh, you guys just dumb fans. We know more shit than the goddamn beat writers know. We've been calling half this shit for a year now. Right? We've been talking about the fucking quarterback. The Zach Wilson shit we talked about in June.
Yeah, I mean, our fan bases, we should be honestly part owners of the team. We know every single time that we should be getting a backup quarterback that has actual experience, that has success in the league, like a Gardner Minshew, like a
anybody,
like anybody but Zach at this point. And Mike White was never going to come back. That would have been mutiny in the locker room. That would have been even worse than it was last year because they knew what we had in Mike White. And I think that they also knew that they made a mistake not starting him sooner. So I just don't get why the incompetency of
even Dwayne Brown, dude. Dwayne Brown was a calculated risk that this team took. He had a major injury and a major surgery. He wasn't ready all throughout training camp and all throughout preseason. He's a starting left tackle. Don't worry about it. We're not worried about it. Left tackle.
Good thing Becton worked out.
They're lucky. And they didn't even want Becton. They treated him like shit.
We're going to need him next year because we have no tackles on either side. So
he's going to be gone too. Becton's going to be out of here. You can be out of here so fast. Like, I'm done with this coaching staff.
It's just we just keep shoving a circle into a square peg, like a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah.
Like, and we just jam it in there. We just keep jamming in there and say, oh, well, it looks like it kind of fits. And it's just the locker room.
It's close. It's almost in there.
The only thing you want to see though is like I hate Hackett's offense. The only thing you want to see is you want to see Hackett's offense with a different quarterback to make sure it's really this bad. Just say like when with LaFleur, when Zach went out, everybody put up 300 yards. They were all scoring points and they did much better. I want to see somebody else in Hackett's offense where I say he sucks. That's the only thing you kind of want to see, whether it's Rodgers, Simeon, whoever it is.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I guess Pierce did say that we look pretty obvious when we're running the ball. Yep. It's like we're calling the plays like last year.
I don't know how many drinks I had on Sunday. We're calling the plays. I was
Again,
hammered, right? Prime time. Like, oh, that's a running play. That's a running play. You know it's coming, dude. You can see the formations. And I was freaking 15 drinks in at that point.
but why aren't we at least doing it off the right? I mean, the left side, where at least we have Becton and we have Thomas and who've been the state.
Makes no sense.
Highway 77, at least freaking use them. Like, I just don't understand. And the thing is like Hackett got fired for a reason. I guess I know he's Rodgers' buddy, but like outside of that, like he hasn't really done too much in the NFL. I mean, he had the year of Blake Bortles, but then also like Keith Carter got fired for a reason, and so did Todd Downey. They were to a Tennessee. Yep. They had an expiring offense that really wasn't creative with Ryan Tannehill, and then obviously Derrick Henry was just in a league of his own. Once that kind of got used up.
This reminds me so much of Peyton Manning in the Adam Gase offense.
Sure does.
Well, yeah, no shit. It's Peyton Manning. Of course he's going to run the offense well.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers can cover up a lot of shit with Hackett.
And then Aaron Rodgers said he would like audible out of things and call the plays he wanted to call. So he wasn't even, they just, I don't know. So the most important question is, what's the stadium like, dude? That stadium looks amazing.
It was a stadium of a lifetime. I will put it that way. I've never been to Jerry World, but I would say Vegas is definitely.
Jerry World is something else, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, so where'd you sit? Like you were the first row?
First row, right behind the goalpost.
Damn.
In the end zone. So right when Breece Hall had that touchdown that got called back, I was just at all of their faces. I'm like, oh.
At least you got an almost touchdown.
I
would
have drank excessively after that. Like, oh my God, this is what I'm watching.
So it's funny though, because like Zach, when he had that play and got knocked out at 3 or stepped out of bounds, I didn't even see the cutback lane because it was a little bit off to the side of where I was sitting. Mm-hmm. But when they were showing on the Jumbotron, it looked like he had a little bit of blade of grass. I was like, there's no way that's not a touchdown. But then I guess everyone was saying it was pretty obvious. But, and then you just see how stagnant the offense is in real time. Like when you get to see it from an all 22 film, like not even at the 50-yard line, but you get to see it from the head field, like you could just see people running open and just how the concepts are actually working. But then Zach doesn't pull the trigger and how he's just reading one person the entire way. And I get it. Like he's mentally not able to process at the speed right now, but we got to be able to scheme some people open, like at least keep getting him in motion, get him off, like get receivers on linebackers and just great mismatches. But yeah, it was a trip of a lifetime. Tyson, wish you could have made it out, but
I wish too, man. I missed hanging out with you. I'm like, God damn it, this is terrible.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't lose too much money in Vegas. Only lost $150. So
that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
How many days were you there? You worked Friday to Monday?
Friday to Monday.
That's not bad at all, dude.
Yeah, we were actually looking at red eyes on the way out just because we were like, I just want to get the hell out of here after that loss.
I can imagine.
But the last thing is that the Raiders chant, I will say, is probably one of the worst ones I've ever heard. It sounds like dying seagulls.
Yep, that's
all. I didn't even know they had a chant.
Raiders. Oh, it's terrible, dude.
Terrible. But hopefully next year I get to link up with you guys on a away game.
Were you going to any home games?
Dude, every time I want to, I've looked at tickets for Washington. I've looked at tickets for Texans. I've looked at tickets for Atlanta, even Miami. Miami's a little bit expensive, but like every time I'm in the headspace to do it, they just shit the bed. It's just like
I may be going to the Falcons game because my good friend of mine's a Falcons fan. I kind of promised him I would go, so I maybe stuck on to that one.
Yeah,
we cheap teams out of it.
Save your money for next year.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But good talking to you guys.
Have a good night, man.
Later.
Have a good night.
All right. We got high altitude, 11. Just every time high altitude comes on, it gives us bad stats. 11 quarters without a touchdown, 22 quarters without a touchdown that wasn't a one-play drive. 0 for 43 touchdowns on a possession starting in Jets territory. Zach has 9 fumbles this year. He has as many touchdowns as Josh Dobbs has since going to Minnesota.
That's been 2 games, right?
High altitude just torturing us at this point, man. He just tortures us.
It's all facts, though.
The facts.
And it's taken this long, and we still don't have any major changes. All we have is Michael Carter getting cut.
Bro, I swear, on Monday, I must have been tagged in like 75 tweets of all these stats. I had to go off Twitter. I'm like, I can't take any more of this shit. I'm like, the numbers are just mind-numbing at this point. You want to just throw up. It's terrible. So
and they do nothing.
It's Elmo. Oh, it's true.
Goddamn Jets.
And just wait till they win on Sunday. And we're gonna be talking about Monday is we're all going to the Black Friday game. They got beat the Dolphins right back in the mix.
Even they are not beating the Bills this Sunday.
They're beating the Bills on Sunday. Watch. I'm telling this is the game they win.
I felt more confident in a loss than I do.
And that's when they win. When they think we're out, they pull us back in. I'm telling you, we're gonna come back in like I cannot believe they won this shit. We didn't even need Michael Carter. This is crazy. Watch. Dalvin Cook's
This
going
is
to
gonna
score a
be
touchdown.
rout.
No, Dalvin Cook's going to get a touchdown. Uzama will probably catch one. Watch, it's going to be like we're like, what the hell is
Yeah,
this?
he'll catch one and drop 4 others.
And they're still going to win. Watch, I'm telling you, this is the one. This is the game they win. We're just like, you've got to be kidding me. It'll even inspire Afram, who's angry as shit. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
What's up?
How you doing? So yeah, I kind of like you were saying, like the NFL is just kind of like you expect the Jets to win on Sunday, right?
I mean, I don't expect it. I think they'll just shock us and do it.
But like everyone yesterday thought that the Bills were easily gonna beat Denver, right?
They should
So
have.
like the NFL is fucking crazy, and like you just got to take a step back and realize where we are. We are 4-5, right?
Yep.
And to at this point bench somebody who everyone wants benched when you're 4-5, when everyone says he actually played pretty well, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, not at this point.
But if you're playing well, not scoring points, that's the
I
problem.
get it, but you know everything that you're talking about. Uzama dropping the ball. Lazard can't come to a ball and catch it. You know what I mean? Like, it's our best player, Garrett Wilson, fumbling the ball or dropping a couple balls.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just kind of pressing right now because they're getting in their own heads. So everyone's pressing a little bit, even Garrett, and I think that's kind of getting to it. But I kind of want to talk about the.
So I mean, to answer to what you're saying though, Zach played decent on Sunday. He definitely did. He definitely is one of. But the only thing but the thing that I asked for is while he did play better, when he's not playing good, have somebody ready to take him out, and the Jets will not do that. When like right now, to me, Buffalo's must win. If Zach comes out and starts shitting the bed, first quarter looks terrible, second quarter, halftime he has to come out at halftime, dude. No question. And they won't do that. They will never do that.
I think they're willing to do that, and I think Salah's been like more open to doing that. I think like that's how his press conferences have been going.
He didn't do it in the Charger game.
But even the Charger game, like I know he did take a lot of like sacks. I know, and I'm not a Zach truth or anything, but like those Lazard drops were so bad. It's like every time, and then it was just one of those again frustrating things. We can say Zach was the better quarterback in the Raider game. We can also say Zach was the better quarterback in the Charger game because
Look at the defense though. I mean, the Chargers just gave up 41 points to the Lions,
and the Raiders have a terrible defense.
But I know, but I just think that right now, if you take like an objective, like yes, I agree with you. At a certain point, you want to see what someone else could do with this offense.
Yep.
But 4-5, if things go well for us next week, Black Friday can be for the division lead. It's not the time to do it. I think if we're 4-7,
well, then the season's over. It's too late. It's too late then.
Well, but I don't think. I mean, realistically, it's just Tim Boyle.
I mean, realistically,
because he's not going to make Lazard catch a ball. He's not.
Wait, hold on. How does that make sense? That doesn't make sense to me because you're watching your quarterback help you lose games, and then when you're 4-7, you make a change. The fucking season's over. Then I don't care. Then you can bring Chris Streveler back at that point. I can give two shits. Like you want to make these changes when the games matter, when you have the best chance to make the playoffs. Not when it's already gone. Like the Giant game, he should have been benched. The Patriot game, he should have been benched. Those are just facts. The Patriot game, they should have won. They need that win. That right now is a huge win. Right now, if they have that, you're not sweating all this bullshit.
I agree, and it's just one of those weird things in the NFL where like
it's not weird. They don't take him out. They should fucking bench him.
But what I'm saying is, this season is on the line on Sunday.
Right. Act like it. They should act like it.
So they should play who they think has the best chance to win. And the way Zach played on Sunday night, I think gives us the best chance to win.
You can say, listen, I'll agree. They're going to start no matter what. I'll give you that. Yeah. Zach played decent. I'll give you that. But my first move, you cut Michael Carter, fine. Your second move, Trevor Siemian is active on Sunday. And if Zach struggles, you're benching his ass because you're going to pull out all the stops to win this game because you cannot afford to lose it. Act like this game matters.
Siemian or Boyle?
Siemian. Fuck Boyle.
Yeah.
Right?
But when the offense is putting up historic lows week after week after week, when you're 4-11, like how do you look the rest of the guys in the locker room and say, yes, this guy gives us the best chance to win? Don't you owe it to them to at least find out while your season still has some meaning left to it before it's over?
But I think it's a little different than last year. And I think last year was, like everyone was kind of, when it was clearly obvious when Mike White was in the game, he was a better quarterback. Like the offense just ran better. Definitely. Here, like we're just making stupid mistakes, and it's not on the court, not necessarily on the quarterback. Yes, he has taken some bad sacks, but that's about it. And
the fumbles, the missed throws, the inaccuracies.
But like, even anyway, I agree with you, but like it's I think one more week, and I think that's
listen. This is it. This is his last stand. Salah's last stand. You got to pull out your stops to win this game. If you don't do it, you failed as an organization. Period. You're done.
I think like going back to like the roster thing, like the Michael Carter thing, I think was a huge fuck up because he was very well liked. I think they should have. I think there's two guys on the team that came to New York instead of coming to the Jets. And what I mean by that is Alan Lazard and CJ Uzomah. CJ Uzomah always out there on Broadway and doing, like he is always on like Good Morning Football. And Alan Lazard, like he's been very vocal about how he just wanted to come to a city and stuff like that. And I think them experiencing the city and doing whatever has made them just lose a step or a bit of strength or whatever, like they're not maybe totally focused on their game. And they're hurting us big time because that's supposed to be our number one tight end and our number two receiver. And when Corey Davis, everyone that kind of overlooks that because, we were in a bad offense last year with Corey Davis, but he's a pretty serviceable guy that can catch the ball. He was number 3 or 6.
Yeah, but you look at, and I agree with Corey Davis. Look at who else they brought in. They brought in Lazard. They brought in Randall Cobb, bro. They traded McCole Hardman. Like
even Cobb should be our number 2 over Lazard. At least Cobb can catch a ball.
But Cobb's not even good though. He's not even active on game day. So you look at all the moves they made. Lazard, not good. Cobb, not good because they ain't playing him. Jason Brownlee, they're not playing him. McCole Hardman, they traded him.
And I think this is what they're doing this way. I think the roster changes. They're not cutting Lazard and they're not cutting Uzomah. They made Michael Carter the scapegoat. They're cutting him. But what they should have done was sat Michael Carter and cut Uzomah or whatever, or bring him, make them inactive. But I guess maybe for some roster reasons, whatever. But I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a little bit less of Lazard. Maybe someone else is going to.
Well, and Salah hinted at that. He did hint at it, like, well, we're going to make you're in the seat. We're making changes. He kind of hinted this is the first one. So, like I told Primetime before on Sunday, they can come out and all of a sudden you see Uzomah's bench. Like you could see different things, or maybe Uzomah's inactive. He's not even active for the game. You can do different things
because the guy cannot block a toddler. Like
his fucking holding penalties are brutal. They
cost
me a game, dude.
He can't catch a toddler.
Can't block. Can't catch. Other nice guy.
Yeah. Like Rutger's legs are massive. This guy can like run through a person. You know what I'm saying? Like Rutger should definitely be Rutger and Conklin. Keep them on. Uzomah, just in case.
Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it, man.
Pleasure.
Later, dude.
Hey, good talk, man.
A lot of new callers tonight, Primetime.
A lot of new callers.
Our reach is expanding. You know what it is? I know why it is, though, dude, because when shit hits the fan, everybody comes to us. When things are good, nobody comes to us. They want to, like, when it's happy stuff, they know we're not, like, we're just different.
Yeah, when they want X's and O's, they go elsewhere.
Yeah.
They want the rants, they come here.
Yeah, when they want anger and just venting, it's never us. It's always us. I mean, we missed the super chat that I saw. I didn't want to interrupt them, though. Where the balls this thing at? It's funny as shit. I think he was trying to watch the screen. It's probably his cameras are here, but he wanted to watch himself. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
It's like one of those gaming streams or whatever.
Thank you for your support. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's see who we got here. We've got Steve in Westchester.
Oh, fellas.
What's up, Steve?
How you guys doing?
Been better.
Sunday, man. Big game on Sunday. I can't wait.
Hey, Tyson, I agree with you 100%. This will be the most Jets shit ever. They win the next 2 games. Watch.
100%.
Watch, and they fuck everybody balls out. Watch. But, which is crazy because that was the most demoralizing game I've ever watched. Worse than Gase, worse than all that because the team is so good, dude. The roster is so good. They should not be losing this shit. That's why it's so frustrating. It's so crazy. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Uzomah real quick. who on the offensive side of the ball is the equivalent of CJ Mosley?
What, in terms of like being a leader?
Yes.
Garrett Wilson.
Tomlinson?
Yeah, but it should be. It should be, but it's not. And I think there's a problem on the offense with zero leadership. I do not give a shit if Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson are second-year players. They should be loud, and they should be breaking down the huddles. I don't know why CJ thinks he can break down the huddle before the game starts. Like, bro.
He's a team captain. I don't mind that.
Well, whatever, but like
I'm more you need CJ Mosley. You need a guy like CJ Mosley in the huddle for the offense when the shit's hitting the fan. Be like, stop committing these fucking penalties. Stop dropping the goddamn pass. Like, if Aaron Rodgers is in there, he looks you in the eye and be like, bro, cut the shit. Either run the route right or you're not playing. You don't have, there's nobody holding you accountable in that offensive huddle right now. Nobody.
Did I say Mosley breaking down the huddle before the game?
Yeah.
I meant Uzama, my bad. Have you seen the clips of Uzama breaking down the Yeah, he's been breaking down the huddle before games with the offensive guys. It's like, dude, you don't do shit. Why the fuck are you talking? I want Conklin to step up. Dude, you're tight end 1, act like it. Breece Hall, your RB1, act like it. And they do when they play, you know what I'm saying? But we need leadership. We need guys who can get in each other's face and be like, you guys ready to ball out or what?
I think that's Uzama trying to earn his paycheck. Part of the reason he was signed was because supposedly he was a great leader over in Cincinnati. So if he's not doing anything productive on the field, he figures he could try to be a leader off.
You need somebody to huddle, man. You need somebody to huddle. Be like,
that's just so corny to me, dude. Like,
I know, I get it. Trust me.
It's so ridiculous. But I think we did see some good things, regardless of what happened, man. We saw Dalvin Cook come to life a little bit. And of course, they fucking didn't bring him back in the game for whatever dumbass reason that was.
Typical Jets.
Yeah, they need to utilize everybody. I want to see the pony package with Hall and Cook. I want to see Izzy get some touches. Hopefully, he can do some good things.
Yep.
I don't know why people are complaining that we cut Michael Carter, dude. Bye. See you later.
That's kind of where I'm at. Let's see what Izzy can do. I don't care.
Forget, dude. You're gonna tweet and you're gonna block fans. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You can't live in New York. You can't deal with this shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out.
I don't care about the player getting cut. I care about the optics of why I think they cut him.
Why do you think? What? Well, obviously, other than
because they heard all the noise this week about accountability or the lack thereof on offense, and they felt they needed to do something.
He could have complained about being benched too, though, man.
Yeah,
complaining back and behind the scenes too. You never know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He seemed like a little fucking little rat to me. I don't know. He could be all make jokes in the locker room and everybody could like him, bro. Play football and be good at it, okay? Shut the fuck up with all this shit, dude. We need people to come in and play football and be good. I don't give a fuck if you're friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, when is enough? Like, the other thing, too, that pisses me off is, like, we have such a high standard on defense and like, dude, if you mess up on defense, they won't let you know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where is Solid, I don't care if you're defensive minded. You're the head coach, bro. Like, if someone messes up across special teams, all of that shit, bro, like, where the standard on defense needs to be the same for the offense and special teams. Dude, if that all came together, this team would be unstoppable, bro.
But that, it's a really good point because we talked about this in the press conference prime time. It's like the offense will have 10 points in the game and Solid be like, you know what? The defense could have probably got 3 more opportunities to the offense. Like finding flaws in the defense. Like, bro, the defense is playing lights out. Like, I know you're trying to deflect, take away, but like, you've got to hold your team accountable because the defensive players are going to be like, bro, is this guy kidding me? Like, you could tell Sauce is starting to get annoyed, though. Sauce is like,
they're all getting annoyed at this point.
He's like, we got to play like we can't give up any points. Meanwhile, they
know it's up here for the defense. It's down here for the offense.
They're losing games they shouldn't be. And now Sauce, these guys are all around. Like they're on the social media and they're tired of like having to answer all these questions or fans being mad. It's hard to market yourself when you're losing all the time. Like New York is fun when you're winning. When you're dealing with this kind of shit, it's miserable, dude. Yeah. So, and they're tired of it. I don't blame them.
Yeah. I do agree with you though. They're gonna win this game. Watch. They're gonna win, and I think they're gonna win convincingly because Buffalo looks trash right now.
This will be the game. I'm telling you, this time next week, you'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe we won. Bring on the Dolphins.
I don't care if we're playing in Buffalo. I think what's that saying? Burn the boats. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like just go out there and do whatever it takes. And I think
must win.
Yeah.
Pull out all the stops. You got to bench people, cut people. I don't give a shit. Find a way to win. That's it.
I do think Zach gives us the best chance to win right now, and that's not saying a lot, unfortunately. But I will say bring up Simeon just to put some pressure. Bro, we're We're not fucking around anymore. Simeon, you're coming up. Zach, if you fuck up at all, dude, bye. You're done.
Scared to do that though.
They are, and they probably won't. And this is just us talking.
But no, and they and when they don't, and if they lose, then they have to own it. Like there has to be repercussions for it. Okay, listen, like we're just fans, but we've broken down all the reasons why you should do it. We're intelligent people. We know how this works. You're deciding to not do it, and it doesn't pay out for you. It should cost you your job. Period. Simple as that, man. Yeah. You're not allowed to constantly lose and be like, it's okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Like, he doesn't have a resume of winning. It's not like Saleh's like this Jim Harbaugh where he's won things and been there, done that. He's done shit in the NFL. He's a great defensive coordinator. As a head coach, he's average at best right now.
Yeah. No, it's horrible, man. It's really an indictment on this whole organization, and like
it is.
It's crazy. But if and I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts on what this player-led team meeting was today or something.
About time. Should have happened last week.
Yeah, no, it should have happened. Should have happened a month ago, but I'm glad they did it. And like whatever they needed to vent out, get it out, and like they really need to come together right now. They really do. They really do.
Your season's on the line, dude. This is it. You have no more wiggle room. All your gray area is gone. You're either gonna win and stay in, or lose and go home. Period. That's it. There's no more, nothing left.
Yeah, and I'm not blaming Rodgers for
lost Kevin. I mean, you're not, man.
Screw it. I'm not blaming Rodgers for any of this. Like people are like, "Oh, Rodgers pulling the strings." Like, bro.
Well, we did bring in a lot of guys that he likes that aren't panning out whatsoever. Lazard, Cobb, Billy Turner. There's been a lot of guys that aren't good, dude.
It's true. I guess it would be a completely different story if he was playing, because he would hold them to such a high standard that it would be different. But dude, he's still had such a good impact on the locker room, man. Like the intangibles that he brings, dude, he's a legend, bro. He's a legend and a Jets
great player, man. But it's like a player like Aaron Rodgers can hide a lot of flaws, right? When a great quarterback can hide bad coaching, can hide bad play, can overcome penalties, and a bad quarterback can't do that. Aaron Rodgers can bail you out of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that. But when you allow him to make personnel decisions and these guys aren't panning out, it's like, all right.
Yeah. Brownlee needs to get elevated. I see Irv Charles in the game, dude. Maybe he's not getting separation. He probably is, and Zach's not seeing him. But bro, can we just get the ball in different people's hands, bro? I see Zach trying to attempt deep balls to Malik Taylor and stuff, but like it's like one deep shot to Malik Taylor, and then that's it.
Well, they got Gibson involved a little bit. Do more of it though.
I did like that. And I think Gibson has some good upside, but like just the mere fact that four or five of our skill position players right now are undrafted free agents.
Yep.
That's insane, bro.
It doesn't say much for our draft classes and our free agent classes.
Yeah. I guess the mentality is that like we have that on defense and it works because a lot of our defensive stars are undrafted free agents. But like, dude, if you don't have if you don't have Rodgers in there, that shit ain't gonna work.
I agree.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I think they're
level of confidence for Sunday.
I think they're a level of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I think after watching that game last night from Buffalo, I think they're a sinking ship. I don't give a fuck what coordinator they bring in there. I think our defense knows them in and out too. They're gonna try and run the ball with Josh, and they're gonna have a plan for it. They're gonna try and do everything that worked the last couple of years. They're gonna be ready for it. Our defense is gonna destroy them.
Ready for this prime time?
How is Buffalo a sinking ship and we're not?
They are. They're falling apart. They got a mess. Josh Allen's
no, what does that make the Jets though right now?
No, you're right. They are.
Makes us dangerous. What it makes we're dangerous.
They're two sinking ships, but
we're dangerous one.
I'll take my defense. I'll take how good our defense is over how good that offense is.
There we go. Have a good night, man.
Thanks, bro. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for letting me vent.
Later. No problem. We're here for, man. It's like a venting session for everybody. All right, we got.
I can't believe there's confidence in this Sunday.
Because it's it. This is it. It's our final. This is it. It's the grand finale, man. Either you win or you go home. We're winning this game. We're gonna sucker all you guys back in. I'm like, I told you so. Then we're gonna go to Black Friday game. It's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you, dude.
They are running into a buzzsaw. Just remember I said it.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
What's up, Bubs?
What's up? This is a disaster. I mean, there's not really much more I have to say. I wanted to talk a little bit on Saleh and I have a couple questions because, look, Zach's not any good. Lazard can't catch a cold. Uzama's mugging people on the field. I mean, it's it's a mess. But I wanted to get into Saleh and Douglas because we can sit here and say all we want about like the quarterback and whether that's Saleh's decision or Douglas' decision. Either way, there's a clear disconnect at the top of the helm, whether it's Woody, whether it's Douglas, whatever it is, there's a clear disconnect. But like we talk about players developing, we talk about players improving. What has Saleh improved as a head coach? We're seeing the same clock management issues as last year. He made this big TV showing. He showed big time for Hard Knocks about all his accountability. Uzama's out there, like I said, trying to choke people, and he's still out there on the field. He's keeping them out there. There's no accountability. And then, so you got the same clock management issues that we saw against the Lions, whether it was the refs or not, it's the same stuff. You got the Uzama stuff. And then you also have he got out-coached by an interim head coach and a rookie quarterback. Like, I don't care how good Antonio Pierce is, whether or not he's, the future there, but it's still an interim. And it's just, you can't let that happen. In a must-win game on primetime, back-to-back weeks, he got out-coached by Brandon Staley and Antonio Pierce, who's an intern, which is just ridiculous.
Yep.
And then like the other callers have been saying, like, if you're not going to talk to other players on the field, then go back to being a defensive coordinator. Because you don't have to talk about scheme and stuff like that. But is it that hard to go over to Uzama and bench him? Is it that hard to go over to a special teams offense, whatever it is, Zach, try and talk to him and calm him or help him out, whatever it is, talk to Hackett? Like, if you're not, I'm so sick of the excuse of, oh, he's a defensive minded coach. It doesn't mean that he can't go over and talk to the other coaches, talk to their players. It's ridiculous.
And that's why him not getting that timeout at the end of the game drove me crazy. I'm like, your job is to be CEO of the game. Like, your one job is to be fully involved in the game, know what's going on, and you lost 6 seconds or 7 seconds at the end of the game. It's crucial. That's another play, dude.
Yep.
He's the ref.
And whether or not it was the refs. I mean,
does that happen to any other coach in the NFL?
Nope. You can't blame the refs. No. It's the same thing that happened last year, and they would have had 2-3 more plays and said they had to chuck up a Hail Mary, which is a disaster. And again, like, he's even talked about like there's such a lack of accountability, because he said it the other day about, and again, it's the same post-bye week struggles too. Like, we saw this last year. It's the same stuff coming out of the bye week, and he said they had a different plan, but the plan's the same, obviously.
Yeah, and the thing is, like,
they held out there and just
they benched Michael Carter after his chop block, or wherever it was. Meanwhile, Uzama had terrible holding. Like, the hold was brutal, dude. It cost you a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, that right there is alone to be benched. Like, you're done. Like, you're not that valuable and you're not that good. Like,
Lazard.
Another one, Lazard.
Well, he's had drops every week. Nothing happens to him either.
Nothing
he got
happens.
Brown when he was shining all training camp. Why doesn't he get an opportunity?
He's getting paid $44 million, and his catching with the body reminds me of Denzel Mims. It's literally just a higher price Denzel Mims right now. But just back to the whole the whole like penalty thing and the accountability thing. He mentioned last week in a couple of his press conferences about how the pre-snap and post-snap penalties you can control, but in between they've got to figure that out. It's not that hard to figure it out. It's called holding players accountable. A guy makes 2 bad penalties, you take him out of the game. You don't let him do it again. The Bills last night, as much as they've been a disaster, James Cook fumbled. They took him out for a couple drives.
100%.
He regained his confidence. He went back out there. It's not that hard to hold guys account. Like, how the Hard Knocks thing was so trash. They go, the big boys up front got to start doing their job. He knew there was cameras there. He put on this tough guy vibe, and it's a disaster.
No, it's accountability, though, and that's the one thing. Like, he talks the talk, he doesn't walk the walk. He's like a player's coach, and he favors veterans. He's got his favorites that never get held accountable, and the other guys he does that with. It's wild, dude. Like, the way
he even says it on all of his interviews. Like, he doesn't believe in that stuff. He doesn't believe in making players look bad on TV or anything like that. Like, he doesn't try to embarrass anybody. That's not.
Meanwhile, they're embarrassing him by losing football games they should be winning.
Yep.
Like all these mentalities, all gas, no brakes, 60%. Now look, last year he had the finish shirts in the players' lockers. Saying, "Oh, next year we got to finish December football." We'll be lucky if we're even playing December football, meaningful games. But I mean, what is this? What does he do? What do the coaches do all day at the facility? Just run the stairs and run up and down, and then like, is that all they do?
I think the only thing you could say that he's done well are the second half adjustments on defense. That's about it.
But how much credit does Ulbrich get?
That's fair.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I mean, Ulbricht's been. I wouldn't be surprised if Ulbricht gets maybe an opportunity at a coaching gig somewhere. I mean, he's been really good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he will, but
But see, the thing
it's
is now
just
it's
a
like
mess.
you wonder like Salah's losing like the season's like last year, man, where they're falling apart and like their way
Yep.
that they're self-destructing.
And-
Like it's one thing
Mhm.
if you're losing to great teams, like you lose to the Chiefs 31-30, great team. All right, you're there. You're losing to average teams, you're losing to bad teams. You lost to a rookie quarterback with a coach in the second game. That's bad, dude.
Yep.
Like it's and
Yep.
it's
According to Salah, that was a good team they faced.
everybody's a good team.
And his sayings too, like everybody's got a hand in a cookie jar. Like, what? Hey, we're a football team.
Self-inflicted wounds.
But yeah, self-inflicted wounds. But yeah, like last year they bailed on him, right? And then they bring in Rodgers and they say, all right, Rodgers is here, rally the troops back around Salah. Can a coach really get a pass for 2 years of the locker room bailing on him?
No, fuck no.
Exactly.
No. They
And
brought Rodgers was coming in to save everybody's job. That's what Rodgers was brought here for, to save everybody's job. And he got hurt. And guess what? The same people that we wanted out last year are the same people we have this year. And that's just a fact. Right, Primetime? It is. The same complaints we had about the offense and the game management, the time management, all that bullshit is the same stuff happening this year. And actually, this year is worse because your defense is actually better, which is wild.
I'm not arguing anything you're saying. I think if Rodgers wasn't here, there's a good chance they probably clean house. But the fact that he is here, that decision, unfortunately, right or wrong, it's going to go through him. If he doesn't want Salah or Douglas or Hackett or anybody to get fired, they're all going to be back.
If this team
clean house after he's gone, that's what they're going to do.
Bro, there is no. If this team completely falls apart and they end up with like 5 or 6 wins this year, you've got to fire us. I don't care about Rodgers. I don't care. You don't want to come back? Don't come back. I don't care because it's one more year anyway. We're gonna
you don't care. You don't care, but they obviously do.
I mean,
we're rebuilding again. We're going nowhere.
If they, I don't know. I have a bad feeling if they fire or not fire Rodgers, they fire Salah, they're gonna just hire Hackett.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
I'd be done.
Rodgers could probably cover up his terrible coaching, but I mean,
could you imagine? Could you imagine
Could you
that?
imagine?
That'd be typical Jets too. That would be typical Jets.
I'm not saying he is Bulls, but these penalties are Bulls. These penalties are Todd Bowles football. They is like this is Bulls, and in Bulls would just stand there with a straight face and not do anything.
What do you think Salah's been doing for the last 3 weeks? His team's falling apart. He's sitting there with a blank stare in his face.
Yeah, he just with his arms crossed. But I have a couple questions.
Let's go.
Do you guys feel that? I know you mentioned a little bit, but the Michael Carter thing to me, I think he wasn't playing well. I wanted to see is he active at some point, just to try and inject some speed, some energy into an offense that desperately needs it. But do you guys think that Michael Carter, like they might have told him, hey, we're going to make you inactive this week? And do you think there was a possibility he said, no, I want to play, or if you're going to keep me inactive, get rid of me? Like, do you think that was a possibility, or do you think it was just the Jets completely just cut him and said, yeah, you're out of here?
Well, I think once he got benched last week after the penalty, he probably was pissed off. He's probably, he could be frustrated, like, I want out. You're not gonna be traded, but like, I want out. I want something. You can never know. I mean, will the truth ever come out? Probably not. Right? We'll probably never know.
No. Yeah, I agree. And then, what about like Izzy? What do you think his role is going to be? How much do you think you'll see?
We got to answer his comment first. No, we don't answer the comments.
What do you guys think like Izzy's role is going to be? Like, how much do you think you're going to see him? Carter's role?
No, see, I disagree.
A little bit more.
Because his blitz pickup probably isn't good, dude. He's probably a liability at blocking. So if anything, you could use him maybe some gadget plays, use some speed plays, maybe on second down. I think Dalvin Cook becomes your third down back.
I think they want more speed on the field on third down.
He can't block though.
Who is it?
Yeah, you have tight ends.
I mean, well, they don't block either.
They don't. No, yeah, I mean, that like just Rucker too. Like redshirt year last year, you're kind of screwing with his development, just sitting, not playing him. Uzama is out at the end of the year, and there's a good chance Conklin might do too. I mean, Conklin's been good. I'm not even frustrated about the deflection at the Hail Mary because it should have never gotten to that point.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't know what.
Bubs, have a good night,
what's gonna happen this weekend? So
we're winning. Though. Are we winning or not winning?
I mean, I hope so, but I mean, I don't think so. No,
Bubs
we
knows.
can't score
Come
touchdowns.
on, Bubs. Jesus Christ.
Bubs knows.
I hope I'm wrong, but
I hope you're wrong too. Have a good night, man.
Have a good one.
Have a good night, man.
Dante, the thing is right here, my friend. Sorry. Make a bingo board. I'll drink for that. Sunday, I'm gonna be. It's a 4:30 game too, right?
Yep. Late
Look
game.
out! I'm definitely gonna be involved in this one. I'm gonna be pregame starting at like noon for this one.
What choice do we have?
I know it's true. What's up, man? Oh, the green
Hey,
light
how's it going, guys?
in the green room.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
So before I actually get out a few points, I'm actually glad I went on after Bubs so I can kind of do an intervention. My dude, you seem like such a great kid. Like, just quit, man. Just don't let the Jets ruin your life. Because in 20 years, you're gonna be right where Tyson is,
That's right.
next to some other guy. He's gonna be your Kevin, and we're just gonna be doing the circle thing all over
That's right.
again.
We'll be calling in his
And-
show.
Yeah,
Hamster
it's
wheel.
just don't, man. It's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And guess what? 50 fucking years, gentlemen. It's the same damn thing.
Doesn't change.
But yeah, man, I actually just got back from Vegas yesterday. So like that was I'm glad like I had fun in Vegas because the game pissed me off.
How was the
but-
stadium?
I was smart and I didn't go to the game. I just watched it from Stadium Swim.
There you
So
go.
I
What I was
was
thinking
keeping
about doing.
What's that?
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah, man, I had a great time
Smart.
at the pool. It was a lot. I said to myself, I'm like, if they lose this game, I'm gonna be so happy I didn't go. And if they win this game, I'm gonna be so upset I didn't go. And I was just watching, even still like right before kickoff, tickets were like still like $200, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're
I
expensive.
can't justify that. And then like when it went up like 9-0, I was like, maybe. And then I'm like, no, they're gonna fuck this up. And sure as shit. And then
They did.
if the Hail Mary had come through, I would have been like really pissed. But it is what it is. I saved some money. So, but the Vegas trip still was like a trip of a lifetime. So,
And now you're ready for Jets Bills, a big win.
yeah. Actually, I'm kind of with you. I think this has.
See?
I think they actually are going to pull it off. It seems like as much as we're tail spinning, I actually originally was thinking going into this year that the Bills were going to implode. I felt like it was an implosion waiting to happen. The way things ended last year, the way things went with Diggs, it just seemed like if there's smoke, there's fire. And I definitely think you're going to start to see that more and more.
Well, they got a lot of injuries on defense too, man. They got a lot of stars out.
Yeah, I guess, man. I mean, we're missing a quarterback, so like we're missing our first and second string quarterback. So,
See, but they have a core though that's used to being there. We have a core that's just coming off the same shit happening last year.
It's true. It's true. It's just I just for whatever reason, Salah always seems to have Allen's number.
So does Zach.
And yeah.
Look at Brad. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. He's
But
gotta
yeah,
be-
I
No
actually
way.
think they're gonna win. And actually, I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I'm gonna go 22-13.
There you go.
That's gonna be it. And then they're gonna lose 55-10 to the Dolphins on Black
22 is that 5 field goals? Touchdown?
Yeah. I got a safety in there. Somehow I feel like they'll get a safety.
I thought I was counting field goals too. I'm like, that's 6
Yeah,
field
yeah,
goals,
yeah.
and
But yeah, no, I'm with you. I actually think they're gonna win this game for whatever reason, man. I do actually have a feeling on that. So
there you go.
But anyway, like I said, you guys have a good night. Bubs, man, just do yourself a favor.
Get out now.
Yeah, get Steelers, man. Go for the Steelers.
The Ravens.
The Ravens,
Yep.
the Niners. Give yourself some happy Sundays. I mean, like Joe Cat, didn't he like jump ship and now he's like a Jaguars fan or something like that?
And they went
Like,
and they went to shit right after that.
Yeah. So,
I think they're back now. I think Jet Turbines came back now. I think they're
oh
they're,
no
they're
shit.
trying to
Yeah,
make a comeback.
Yeah, I saw a comment that they're back. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. So I remember him jumping ship to the
Yep.
Jaguars and shit. So, but all right, guys.
Have a
You
good
guys
night,
have a
man.
good one, man.
You too.
Have a good night.
I like the flow of callers, man. We got some new,
know.
we got some funny, got some interesting ones. You got the demoralized Bubs. We broke him into happiness.
Nobody's ruined it yet. This is good.
Nobody's ruined it yet. Let's let Luca ruin it.
Yeah. Couple of words to set the tone.
Holy
When
wow.
I hear the
Here,
words,
God damn.
all right, I'll lower it. My
Jesus
apologies.
Christ.
I think that's just his voice.
When I hear the words must-win
Bills.
game in Buffalo, it's 2015,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it's going to be a loss
no.
because I'll be honest, I already believe the season's over.
Once I saw that we lost in Vegas, I'm like, how can you really overcome losing, not even scoring a touchdown, and losing to a rookie quarterback drafted in the 4th round and a coach that wasn't even a head coach 2 weeks ago? So
we almost lost to a team with -9 passing yards. Nothing. We can accomplish anything.
Right, and we could also lose any game. And the feeling of like Salah's teams dating back to last year haven't performed well in must-win games, and I don't have any belief in that. And I've just been the negative Jet fan all week, and I've been looking at the long view of things, unfortunately. So that's why I'm so beaten down. I am so negative.
I'm here to save you, my friend. I'm here to bring life back into your. I'm giving you inspire you, give you hope.
I don't
Jets
have
had a
hope.
players-only meeting.
Don't listen to him, Luca. Trust your heart. Tyson tried this for 3 hours on Sunday night. Got us nowhere.
Players only meeting.
Prime time. I knew it was a facade.
No. It's all about manifestation. And look at what Zach did. Zach played better because all the positivity went his way. Now it's going to go to another level. A players only meeting. Salah's they cut Michael Carter. Shockwaves all around Florham Park.
I'm glad we're
reliving 17 points this week.
I'm glad we're reliving the Todd Bowles era with Robert Saleh. I want him gone. Absolutely gone as a head coach. I've wanted him gone. I've wanted him gone since last year. I've not done a shotgun in a very long time. I don't want to. But anyways, Robert Saleh is an excuse maker. His teams don't show up in big games. He's arrogant with the quarterback, and I'm done with him. Everybody talks about my voice, but yeah. So I can't. I have no faith. I'm so bitter and beaten down as a young fan. So
but you've got to understand it. We're only 4-5, man. You're 5-5.
And what's changing, Tyson? What's changing?
Exactly. What's changing?
It's the mindset. It's the outlook.
We cannot score.
You can't always be doom and gloom. Every dog has their day. This offense is just due. The law of average. You cannot.
The defense is due for a bad game. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly. And
our defense is due for a bad game.
I agree.
And Buffalo's going to smoke us because Zach Wilson can't score a touchdown.
Josh Allen be throwing picks all over the place. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but how many turnovers this time do we have to get to win? Is it 4, 5, 6? Because we got 3 last time and barely won by the skin of our teeth.
Exactly. No, we got 4 last time actually.
4.
Three picks from Whitehead and then the fumble from Clemens, I believe.
We're due to get a couple calls in our favor. The drop pass we actually catch.
Buffalo?
We're just due, man.
So. I don't think so. Nobody's changing my mindset unless something really drastically happens.
Like what? They did. Something drastic happened. We cut Michael Carter. That's drastic, dude.
That's
quarterback change. Drastic. CJ Uzomah being benched.
But those things can all happen. We can on Sunday morning by the inactive. Uzomah could be inactive on Sunday. That's a power move.
And I'll be
That's
glad.
all things that could happen. Trevor Siemian could be active. That's another move you can make. These things can all happen. It's only Tuesday. We got to believe, man.
Yeah, I know. Zach Wilson played a solid game on Sunday, but you know what? His progress is never sustainable. That's the problem.
But you know what? He could build on it. He's now seeing things because the one thing that Saleh did say was we're finding out things that he's good at. You saw things he's good at on Sunday. Do those things this Sunday. Let him run the ball more. Let him do more things. Let him get out of the pocket. Let him do some freestyle shit if you have to. I don't care.
Like how he built off the Eagles game.
Yeah. I'll compare what the Jets are doing with Zach Wilson. Imagine you're in high school and you have this one annoying friend who has a girlfriend for the first time, and he consistently runs to your friends and his peers saying how much he loves her. And that's what I compare it to, like a schoolboy who's had a girlfriend for the first time. Oh, I'm going to lose my virginity and all this different stuff. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I cannot stand it when they go out to the media and say, "Oh, look, Carson Wentz." Nah. It's so annoying what they do with him. It's like his ego is so fragile. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it.
But it's going to pay off. They've tripled down on him at this point. So now it's like he's going to either redeem them or get them all fired. That's what's going to happen.
One of the worst quarterbacks since Jamarcus Russell. All the EPA stats out there. You don't even have to look at the advanced analytics. You can look at the regular stats and say how bad this quarterback is. And it's the eye test. The eye test is bad too, despite having him a solid game. But, we're close according to Robert Saleh. The tunnel's at the end of the light. We're close. We're close.
You know how close we are? It's going to work out on Sunday. That's how close we are. We're like 5 days away from this shit.
Yeah, close. It's week 11. We're close enough. We're close enough. Only a couple more games to lose.
It's not how you start. It's how you finish, my friend. Remember that.
Yeah, we're just going to keep losing because listen, all those easy games.
Positive vibes only, Luca. Come on.
No, I've been burned. I'm
here to alleviate your pain. You have a lot of pain in your heart right now. You gotta dust yourself off. We had a bad loss, and we have an opportunity staring at our face on Sundays. An opportunity staring at us to shut us all up and be like, you guys are all idiots. You don't know what you're talking about. I know how to manage my team. I know how to score points. They're going to show us on Sunday.
I'm so proud I get to run on a Robert Saleh coach team. Such a doormat. I can't stand him. But yeah, all gas, no break. Yeah, all gas, no break. When Zach Wilson starts to finally get hot, they decide to run the football 3 times in a row. I'm so glad we have Nathaniel Hackett as head coach, as the offensive coordinator. I'm so glad because I was so told in the offseason that he was going to be his greatest accomplishment was making Blake Bortles an average quarterback. Woohoo! Yes. They're coming back next year, even though they should be fired at the end of the season.
Should be fired.
Loser mentality. 2024 Jets, get some.
Have a good night, man.
Later, guys.
Good call, Luca.
So this is a tough night tonight, man. I got my hands full tonight, you guys.
That was a great quote, too. Tunnel
What's up,
at the end of
King?
the light. That's where our tunnel is.
What's going on, Tyson? What's going on, Kevin, man?
How you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good, brother. I just, I'm disgusted by this whole team, but at the end of the day, man, you can't, whatever that guy was talking about, you can't have that type of mentality, even though we all know the common denominator is this quarterback, bro. At the end of the day, we got to do something. Okay, you get rid of Michael Carter. That's cool. You need to bench Uzama. You need to bench Lazard. And you need to change this damn quarterback. Because at the end of the day, the common denominator for 3 damn years is this child we have at quarterback. Okay? It's as simple as that, man. And Robert Saleh is sitting up there at press conference after press conference sounding unsure about shit. I'm tired of that shit, man. Enough with sounding unsure about your damn team, bro. You know what you are seeing. The whole world knows what we are seeing when it comes to the New York Jets. The defense is outstanding. The offense and that quarterback cannot play. It's as simple as that. There's no creativity in the run game. All you see on the all-22 is offensive linemen missing blocks. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
That shit is ridiculous, man. Y'all are an NFL team. That shit is ridiculous, bro. Now, when it comes down to Buffalo, okay, let's be real. Buffalo is one-dimensional, bro. We can beat Buffalo 9 times out of 10. We can beat Buffalo. We got Buffalo number all year, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can't run the ball on us. Now, Al Wood is a big part that we're missing this year. Him going down is a big part of why Josh Jacobs got off like he got the fuck off. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to tighten up the run defense and don't let James Cook do shit. Because we already know he make one mistake, he gonna sit his ass down, and we already know we can pick off Josh Allen 2 or 3 times a game. So, hey man, we could beat Buffalo 9 times out of 10. So I'm not worried about Buffalo. When it comes to Miami, though, we're gonna have to tighten up and score touchdowns. Because this shit is ridiculous. Get some creativity in your offense, Hackett.
It's true. It's true.
Come on, man. What are we doing? The whole world sees this shit.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Primetime, your thoughts?
Spot on. Spot on. I have nothing else to say. That is absolutely spot on.
But the one thing I agree about Buffalo. I think they're going to win on Sunday. I do. I just have this weird feeling. The one thing is, how do you think the Jets' offense is going to be? What they're going to make changes. I mean, I think the same thing. You could bench Uzama. I'd make Trevor Siemian active. I'd have him the backup quarterback. I'd do all kinds of shit. But I think Dalvin Cook's be a third down back now because Michael Carter's gone. But how did they use Izzy? Did they use Izzy more?
You have to activate Izzy. You have to. You have to. Dalvin Cook showed some promise last game. And then you go away from him like a damn idiot. What are you doing? He gets you 7 yards here. And then right after that, he gets you another 7 to 8 yards. And then you go away from him. What are you doing? You show no creativity in the run game. These guys don't know where to block. And you can't have that. Okay? Because your quarterback is already incompetent. Yep. He's already trash. Let's call it how it is. He is garbage. For 3 years, we have been seeing mediocrity at the quarterback position.
Yep.
Consistently. Come on, man. And now with Buffalo, as far as Buffalo, what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of Breece Hall. We're going to run the damn ball on Buffalo like we've been doing the past 3 or 4 games. That's what we're going to do. We're going to run the damn ball.
Yep.
Because they can't stop it. They depleted at the secondary. And once we get to the second level, Breece is going to break for one because they secondary is depleted.
Yeah, they're injured.
So
They got
come
so many
on, man.
injuries. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, they got too many injuries, man. Too many injuries.
The problem is, though, I mean, we haven't had much of a run game all year. You take away the 3 longest runs from Breece. I know somebody posted the stats today. They're ranked one of the worst rushing teams in football. Like teams aren't scared of the Jets running the ball because they don't have any kind of vertical passing attack. So I think the Bills are going to be prepared.
And they stack the box against us. They stack the box against us because the quarterback is incompetent.
Yep.
It's as simple as that, bro. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, I've been a Jet fan since '93, man. I'm 34 years old. So you know, I mean, bro, I'm gonna forever root for this team, but I am not gonna sit up here and just accept mediocrity from this team, man. And then Woody got the audacity to charge y'all for season tickets. I'm in Atlanta. So you know what I'm saying? I can't go to every home game, but I'm gonna be in the Miami game. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at a few other games come the end of the year. But, I mean, it's like, bro, I'm not paying for mediocrity.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I agree.
Come on, man. Y'all have to make a change. It has to be a change. We are tired of seeing this, man. At the end of the day, baby, Jets, Jets. Let's go, man. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all sharing your platform with me.
Yeah, great call, man. Have a great night. He's got to be called a week, man. He's got
excellent call.
Apparently, he's a big caller on Jake's show.
Nailed it.
I love when somebody's rolling like that. We can sit there and chill out.
Just let him go.
The chat's just going crazy. This is perfect. Makes it very easy to deal with. All right, we got Johnny. What's up, man?
What's going on, Tyson? What's going on, Kevin? Hey, man.
What's up, Johnny?
We win this game coming up by 18. Straight field goals. I'm one of the few that's consistently saying field goals because I believe in Greg the Leg. Look, I know we're calling for Salah's head and everything like that, but he needs to be given a quarterback so we can see what we really have with him. You know,
come on, man.
Zach is not. I mean, Zach wasn't supposed to play, and I don't believe in Zach. That dude needs to be redshirt, and maybe he needs to go and play for the CFL. I don't know.
So wait, okay. I'll give you. You need to have a quarterback play for him, right? So when you don't have the quarterback, why keep playing a bad one? Why not change it then? That falls on him.
I mean, it's true, but we got Boyle that we have no idea what he's.
Like last year, the Patriot game, he should have benched Zach. He didn't. Like shit like that. You're watching like historically bad football. It's costing your team the game, and you still have a chance to win. The easy move to do is you bench the quarterback for a spark and you go win the game. He has not done that yet as a Jets head coach, and it's year 3.
Agreed, and I agree with you. I think at times he does need to go ahead and make that power move, even if it hurts the team and we bring in Boyle and he throws like 40 interceptions.
His stance right now is hurting the team. That's the problem. His loyalty to his quarterback is hurting the team. It's been for 2 years now he's done this.
See, but he did it last year, though. They were actually 6-3 up until that Patriot game, and then he made the move after that. So, like,
because he made
the move last year
because Zach burned his fucking defense in the press conference. Yeah,
no, I know. But I'm saying though, he made the move last year while the team was still clearly in the hunt. They were actually, I think, in a wild card spot at the time. Whereas now you're one loss away from this shit being over.
Yeah, and that sucks because it's like deja vu all over again. We're rewatching all of last year happening again. Now the Michael Carter move. That was a huge move. I did not want Carter since the offseason because I like Bam. I thought Bam was a better
I like Bam.
blocking type of running back, you know, everybody. Because Michael Carter, I think in the Giants game, got blasted and kept getting blasted trying to block for Aaron Rodgers. And I was like, holy crap, man, if this keeps happening, Aaron Rodgers is going to get hurt. You know, I'm not saying that I wanted him to get hurt or anything like that, right? But I don't know, man. Since '87, been a fan. Every Sunday, I mean, I live in Virginia Beach, so I pay for the damn ticket to watch the game every single thing, you know. And because of Luka, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to name my son Luka anymore because I can't take negativity. Just a heads up on that. You know, I try to be positive because we're 4-5. We have a chance to be 5-5. We have a chance to beat Miami, which I think that's going to be a hill that's going to be tough to climb over, but I think that we could go ahead and do it. And it changes the narrative as well. I mean, this 100%. Team has not been relevant for I don't know how long since the Rex days and all that, you know. Now people are not saying, hey, it's the same old Jets. Well, it is the same old Jets, but, you know, they're kind of like that defense is good. You know, we just need the offense to click. And I'm not even saying, man, give us like, you know, 14 points, just score a touchdown. And then I believe in Greg the Leg that'll go ahead and do the rest. You know, I mean, that's the MVP, to be honest with you. Him and Morstead. If we did not have those guys in our team right now, it would be a whole world of hurt that we'd be having to deal with and all that. You know, I just don't want it to get to the point where you got offensive players that don't want to come back. You got defensive players that are going to be like, I don't want to come back. Why should I go ahead and waste my time when you guys are not doing anything to make us better? I think having that player-only meeting today is huge. That's a step in the right way. I mean, I hope that people like, you know, CJ Mosley stepped up, saw us, and say, look, the offense, you're messing up. We can't continue because, to be honest with you, they look tired in that Raiders game and all that. This was the first time that I saw Quincy literally have both of his hands on his knees, huffing and puffing, and that dude was consistently back and forth. But, you know, hey, we 18-10. That's the game right there coming up this weekend, all right? So, hey, JETS.
Have a good night, man.
Let's go.
Hope you're right, man.
Look at this. Look at this. Tuesday night of positivity right here.
I don't know where all this is coming from.
Look at this, Primetime. All over in the chat. This is how it goes, man.
I don't know where this is coming from.
See? You just got it. Life is short, man. You got to just bring happiness to the world. You got to manifest it, man.
You know what makes me happy? Scoring touchdowns.
You know what Sunday is? An opportunity, my friend. You take advantage of the opportunity. We're 5-5. We're talking other things then. You got to just embrace it, man. Just exhale. Do some ayahuasca. It's worked wonders for me, man. I've been doing this shit for 2 days. I'm happy as shit. I'm all about the Aaron Rodgers lifestyle right now. Now, the next guy, he's been angry the last couple of weeks too. So let's see if we can make him happy. What's up, man?
Hey, I haven't been angry this whole time.
You dropped like 30 F-bombs the last time you were so mad we lost.
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, who wouldn't, dude? I was fucking so angry that time. First thing I got to ask, at this point, if we lose Buffalo and Miami, these interviews, is there going to be a timeline? Is that to be determined?
So I'm telling you right now, I will promise you, the Jets lose on Sunday, the whole channel changes. Everything changes with this channel. The doom and gloom is back. My chaos is back. I will be full score. I'll even start doing research. I'll have stats and numbers, and my campaigns will all start. And Primetime will have his hands full of me because then it's going to be off the rails.
I'm going to find you running some stairs to do the interview.
Dude, my question for Primetime is, when are we going to get the cooking videos next?
We're going to have to bring that back.
You remember that?
We have cooking, bingo cards. The shotguns are coming back.
Bring it all back.
Yeah, Legend's going to be losing his mind as always, just getting tilted.
What
happened to? I thought you were going to Vegas, Tyson. You weren't able to go?
If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck, my friend. I just got bad luck.
Sucks.
But the one thing is, it's the best part of this channel is when shit goes bad, this channel is 10 times more fun because we don't have to worry about winning games anymore. We can do all kinds of chaotic shit. The Jets already hate us, so we're not going to be any worse on their list. So
the team is breaking this fan base apart. It is like so sad, but it's so entertaining because, man, you really tell everyone's so passionate. We're over this shit.
No, you know it's bad when you see Afram, the most positive Jet fan that I know, is now just sending nasty tweets to Woody Johnson, like just ripping him.
That's Dark Afram, man. That's his new. That's the new name. That's his alter ego. He's a Dark Sith Lord from Star Wars now, man. He's been broken.
It's a whole other persona now.
I know,
he comes
right?
in, his hair's all like ruffled up. He's all non-shaved now. He's all grizzly. He's angry as shit.
Dude, that game, man, completely winnable. And it was crazy. I think Primetime even said, he was like, once he got tied, he was like, yo, do you not have the feeling right now we're gonna lose this? And I started thinking about that. I'm like, oh fuck. And then
No, it had nothing to do with
slowly
jinxing
but
it.
surely,
I've
right?
seen that game play out a dozen times in the last 5
You
years. We
manifested
know
the
how
wrong
story
energy,
ends.
man. You manifested the wrong energy.
I was believing it, and then once we got that tie,
My
he
coach
dropped it. I was like,
manifested
oh
the wrong
shit,
energy.
man.
I couldn't overcome Primetime's negativity. Too
The
much to
drops
overcome.
are killing me, man, dude. The offense, the lack of discipline is ridiculous. We should have had, dude, touchdown out of bounds. Then we get the touchdown with Breece Hall, and then the fucking holding call, and then the drops and everything, man. Like, dude, at this point we're 4-5. Dude, they need to fucking tighten everything up. It's ridiculous. We cannot afford this shit. Especially, everyone's positive we're gonna beat the Bills. I'm 50-50 with it. I'm having Whitehead, QB spy, all that shit all over Allen. I'm gonna expect Whitehead to get 4 interceptions. I'm gonna keep him locked on.
But see, the thing is, it's not even. There's two things. The thing that bothers you the most about the Jets is they're self-destructing. They're not getting beat. They're beating themselves.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. The 2nd thing is I'm not worried about our defense at all. It's like, can the Jets score 17 points and win a game, 20 points? Like, the defense is going to hold their own, dude. Josh Allen's having a bad year. They're questioning it. Stephon Diggs is all pissed off. They have injuries all over the place. It's just a matter, can our offense finally put it together? Can they? And then the season's on the line now. So, like, they're having these meetings. You figure Salah's feeling the heat now. He has to be. Hackett's feeling the heat. You know, they've got to get it together, dude. And if you just get a win on Sunday, man, Aaron Rodgers will be back at the team full-time right by Thanksgiving. Everything starts changing, man. Just get through this game.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, if I had to compare this team to like a character from a movie, Cheddar Bob from 8 Mile, because we're just fucking shooting themselves in the leg all the time. Like, literally, it's crazy. Like, it's exactly what you said. Like, defense shouldn't have a problem. Like, we trust them. They're doing really, really good. They're getting better every game. I just feel bad that these guys are getting gassed every time because we're not generating the points on the offense, and we need that. I didn't even realize we dropped Michael Carter, so we got to definitely get Izzy activated.
Yep.
Lazard, again, I like him, but he's playing like shit. So either we need to get a number 2, or we're gonna have to activate a couple of our guys on the practice squad, right? Maybe elevate Gibson, possibly make the move in the offseason for Devontae Adams. That has to happen. We need to revamp this O-line. So when we have Aaron Rodgers come back,
no, but fuck all that. I'm not worried about. No, hold on. I'm not worried about next year, dude. Like, this shit has to happen this week. Malik Taylor play more. Get Jason Brownlee active. Get Ruckert more opportunities. Get Dalvin Cook showed you something. Yeah. Have Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall in the backfield at the same time. Like, use the guys you have and use them correctly and make score points. Like, there's enough talent here, and the guys that aren't producing, you're fucking on the bench, and that's it. I don't care if your name is CJ Uzomah. I don't care how much money you make. I don't give 2 shits. It's
you
put
can't
up or
play
shut
the
up
game.
time. No,
yeah, because that costed us big time. That 3-yard slant, predictable offensive play stuff, we got to change that up too. Again, I can't remember what play it was, but there was a point where Zach Wilson had momentum and then he like just stopped it. Whatever he's doing, where he's just slinging it, mobility, running it through the middle, all that stuff, just let him play. At this point in time, we've already known the conservative scripted things that we have that we play every game has to stop. Just let him play. What else do we have to lose at this point?
When he starts running,
the season still technically is on the line, but you see what he's good at. You got to get him to do what he's good at.
Look at him running last week, dude. He ran the ball for the first time. Like, wow, he's making plays, and it builds his confidence up because he's contributing. He's making plays. His energy's up. Then he throws the ball better. It all kind of gets like in rhythm. Then they run the ball 3 times in a row, and he's out of rhythm again. It's like, let the kid throw the fucking ball. I'd rather die with him throwing the ball being aggressive than the shit we're watching now.
Kevin, what would be your game plan as well too? Like, if you were a coach, what would you like to be done for this upcoming game against Buffalo? Like, what would you like?
Honestly, go down swinging. I mean, I think they should have done this. They should have did it 4 or 5 weeks ago. I mean, I think we started to see it against the Chiefs where he was slinging it around a little bit, and then they went backwards, and the offense went backwards. They went back to the conservative shit. But no, I mean, you're 4-5. It's a must-win game, division rival. If you lose this, you're 4-6. Your season's done. Any tricks you have up your sleeve, you lay it out.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, you really got to just open up everything. You might as well just let everything out at this point. What else do we have to lose?
The season's on the line, dude. That's it.
We just can't keep playing the same shit over and over and over and over again. You know,
I agree.
It has to be. There has to be a change on the offense because, again, our defense, phenomenal. Eventually, they're going to the camouflage, but there's gonna be chinks in the armor. Eventually, they're going to crack, and one of the callers said, you saw Quincy Williams just gassed out, still making plays. That's what our offense needs to do. They're not pulling their weight. Special teams is doing all right. They do some good stuff. Defense is doing what they need to do.
Special teams wasn't good last week, man. The kickers, Zerline.
I'm just saying, they're doing better than fucking the offense. Greg Zerline's the only one who's really generating
punt returns and punt
team.
coverage hasn't been good the last couple of weeks.
But it's just it's a team effort, you know, and the offense really needs. They owe it to the rest of the team. I love this team. It's just sad to see that, you know, a third of the team is not doing what's right for the rest, and everybody else is doing what they're paid to do to help win for the fans, and we need that, you know. And I'm hoping that this is the game that kind of reignites it. If we can win against the Bills and then hopefully have a good game against the Dolphins and win, hopefully that'll spark life into the team.
There we go.
Legitimately, I hope that happens. But
it's going to happen, man. You got to believe, man. Life is too short to be negative. You got to just embrace it.
The reality, it's the fucking Jets, and it's like,
and exactly why this is going to happen, because it's the fucking Jets. When we doubt them and we want to walk away, season's over, never going to watch again. I hate everybody, hate everything. I'm not going to wear a jersey. Then they win the game every time.
Cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping we're able to get a dub, man. Other than that, hey, yo, I love you guys. Yo, I'm happy to know Joe Cat is coming back. So,
I know.
I want to take credit. Hopefully, I'm the one that brought him back. But other than that, yo, next week I'll tune in on the stream, and yo, JETS Jets, baby. Love you guys.
Have a good day, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your service.
All right, we got the next caller. I don't think you even see him though. He's like,
I don't know where all this positivity is coming from. Like we just lost to the Raiders.
It's too easy. It's so easy to be down and out. You've got to find a way to turn around. This is a turnaround week right here. We turned the ship.
If they gave me a reason to, I'd be all about it.
Because they're tired of losing. They're tired of being picked on. They're tired of being bullied by everybody. And like on jerks like you, call them names. They're turning it around, man.
Wow. They weren't tired of it last Sunday, right?
No, but now it's like this is a week of just, you know, they lost when they knew they couldn't lose. And now it's pressure time. You know that you can't afford a loss now. You have to win it. Must win time. What's up, Dave? Yo!
What's going on?
What the hell are you doing? Driving right now?
Yeah. USC football is trash. Jets football is trash. So I'm going to USC basketball right now.
Oh, nice.
And I just want to say, you want to talk about Dark Afrim and Dark Ian from Jet Central. This is Dark David, man. I am so fucking done with this team, dude.
You're not done.
Dude, I got
done.
The amount. Forget
Wait, is that
the amount of money.
You wearing a USC Hawaiian shirt right now?
Yes, sir.
Look at that shirt, man.
Signed by the whole team. I'm just missing.
Man. I'm looking at the shirt. I'm liking the shirt.
Thank you. But the amount of money, I don't even care, But what I'm talking about is the driving to San Diego, the going to Vegas, the amount of blood and sweat and tears putting into this team, and to go into that stadium and this guy throwing the pick at the end like that. And I met Fireman Ed, I met Jake Asman, I met the whole crew at the Circa, and these guys, the whole weekend was amazing, man. Like they were doing the Jets chant, everybody was drinking. It was so much fun. It was amazing. It was amazing. I had a great time. And for these guys to start with these penalties and the Uzoma guy and Lazard, and just the whole thing is so sickening to me. Walking out of the stadium and hearing Raiders, Raiders, like shut the fuck up, dude. Like, and then, bro, the arrogance and the audacity of Saleh. I'm done with Saleh. Saleh's done. For him to go plead the fifth, okay? Plead the fifth. Are you kidding me? Plead the fifth, and then he says, "Oh, he doesn't." He talks to him in the behind the scenes and all this bullshit. It's like, dude, like I want to see him rip into the players when these penalties are all on the coaching. I don't care what nobody says. They're all on the coaching, and I'm sorry to be negative, and you're trying to be positive, and yeah, life's too short and all that, but this team is just
It is too short.
drains the life out of you.
Yeah,
You
but
go
what they're
out
gonna
there,
do,
you
but,
see,
but listen, but you brought up all these great points, man. A lot of bad things happen. The team self-destructed, a lot of bad shit, bad coaching, bad quarterback play, all these bad things. The only way is up now, man. It's got to get better, right? They can't. It's not gonna get worse. It's gonna get better.
We've been saying that for weeks, Tyson.
And now
we're
they had a players only meeting. They cut
don't
Michael
care.
Carter. They're gonna hold other guys accountable. There's gonna be other moves made that we won't know about till Sunday. The troops are being rallied, Dave. You've got to listen. You're not gonna quit on it now. It's too easy to be negative. It's too easy to be like, oh, it's done. Anybody can say that. You gotta stick with them, dude.
You know what, Tyson?
You get through the Bills game. Aaron Rodgers will be back.
Nobody's quitting, but we're being honest.
Being honest, but honestly,
Tyson,
you
I
gotta
grew
have
up-
faith. We're fans. We're
Hey,
fans.
bro.
You gotta keep supporting them. You gotta believe.
I'm not like everyone where they were fans in the 80s, 90s. When I first talked to you the very first time, I told you I've been a Jets fan for about 14 years. It started because of Sanchez, USC, and all that, right? And I'm loyal. I grew up playing video games, and my parents never put me into sport. I was never into sport. I love sports now. I'm like mid-20s. I'm almost 40, and when I was evaluating, I was looking at the Giants, the Patriots, and the Jets. And I chose the Jets because I like being the underdog. I like the Jets chant. I like Fireman Ed. I like the uniforms that they fucking changed. I like the new ones, but I love the old uniform. I just loved everything about our team and the ruggedness. But you know what, man? When I look at it, we're just offensively as a franchise trash. We've always had defensive-minded coaches, which makes me fucking sick that we don't have an offensive-minded coach. And you know what? I was drilling it to Sean Payton on your show, on the other show, and he was right, man. He was right about Hackett. He was right about Hackett. Look at the direction of the Broncos right now. I knew the Broncos were going to win. I bet on the Broncos yesterday. I knew they were, you know what I mean? Like, and you know what? Look at the direction we're going in. And it's the same shit.
Well, for now, they win on Sunday. The direction changes. Yes
we're
or
not
no?
going to win on Sunday, bro. We're not.
But answer the question. If they win on Sunday, does the direction change?
Direction no, because we're going to get blown out by Miami the next week.
Well, you take it game by game. The only game you worry about is the game in front of you. You win on Sunday, you're 5-5. You're right back in the mix, man.
What honestly gives you any faith that anything is going to change when it's been the same?
Anything can happen on any given Sunday. We see it every week.
But they're not doing anything to change anything. So
how do we know?
Think against the Bills,
guys,
they cut Michael
in a game
Carter.
that they have to win.
But how do you know?
You think this is going to be the week it changes?
They cut Michael
Carter. Big deal. We haven't scored a touchdown in 36.
Spill my beer.
We haven't scored a touchdown in 36 drives.
But
you
Dave,
take that giant
hold on.
lightning in a bottle touchdown.
I got an answer for you. If you live in the past, you stay in the past. Sunday's a new day, right? They're going to make changes. So if you go on Sunday and the Brownlee's activated, Izzy's activated, Rucker gets more snaps, Dalvin Cook's your third down back, a lot changes a lot of things.
Why would they make changes when he says they're close?
The guy came out and said he's not making.
On the cusp.
The guy came out. The guy came out and said he's not making any changes. Watch the Jet Central video. The guy's like, no, look at Ian.
He said he's not making changes. That quarterback. He's not making a change of quarterback or play caller. But they're going to make other changes.
What are the two biggest problems on offense for the Jets right now?
They're going to be doing other things. He knows they're having me. They're doing all this shit. He realizes the season's on the line. You're going to see a different thing on Sunday. I'm telling you. What section?
Do it this Sunday?
They want to know what section you're sitting in, by the way, Dave.
At the SC game?
Yeah.
I sit like right in the middle, like fifth row, like really good seats.
Look at you. You can watch the game so we can see your shirt.
Yeah. All the players, they put me on the big screen last time.
Did you dance?
They know me there. Yeah, I got all the players' signatures and.
Oh yeah, so when you're on the big screen, did you dance? What'd you do?
Yeah, I danced. They had the what's that song from Tom? You know, it's not unusual to be loved. And
you got your little like.
I was drunk, so I didn't do the Carlton dance. I fucked up, dude. I was just kind of going like this, and so much fun, dude. And I need this tonight, man, because that Vegas trip was just like, it was just something else, dude. And And but yeah, even if we beat the Bills, and I don't know where all this positivity is coming from. I mean, let me just say a couple.
Short. Why are you happy?
Hey,
who likes walking around always mad? Like I hate everything. I hate the team. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. There's an idea. We're gonna win. And then when we
why
win,
is it a rare thing for our coffee to taste good on Monday mornings? Why is it rare for our
I got
coffee
news
to
flash for
taste
you.
good?
This Monday, you're gonna get 2 coffees. You're gonna like your coffee so much.
That solid jumping into Douglas's arms and all that it's just, dude, like, look, we couldn't score a TD on the Chargers, and then the Lions put a 41 burger on them. 41. Okay, think about that. They're the 32nd worst defense in the league. We haven't scored a touchdown in 36 drives. You take away the Giants lightning in a bottle touchdown and the Breece Hall one that they gave us for free, you're talking about what, 50, 55? How many drives? You guys tell me.
Do you know what that means?
Look at all these defenses. The Broncos were getting shredded, then they play us. The Giants, they just gave up 650 yards, 49 points to the Cowboys.
Tommy DeVito, Danny DeVito, okay? Danny DeVito scored touchdowns this weekend. Danny DeVito.
Garbage time.
So
you know what this means, Dave? Everything
Yes,
you brought up, you know what all this means? The Jets are due. We're due.
You know what, Tyson?
Maybe their defense is
I appreciate your you shocked me. Instead of you being all negative and downer, Debbie Downer, you helped me. You lift me up tonight, bro. I appreciate
I'm
that.
here for it, man. We're in this together.
And I'm glad you didn't waste your money coming out there. I would have loved to have fun with you guys. And it was a great trip until the end. And I'll tell you one last thing, dude. Like when he threw that interception, okay, I don't want to get emotional, but when he threw that interception, I started walking out. I right away went to you guys' streaming because you guys were behind. Obviously, I was live. When I heard Primetime go, no, that shit broke my heart, dude. I love you guys, man. And that shit was it's etched in my memory. I'll never forget that moment. I was walking out the stadium and I heard PT say that. I was just I was just so dude, it was.
I knew it was gonna happen, dude. You're watching the whole stream, man. I was ready for it.
Oh my God, dude. But hey, man, thank you guys so much, man. I
Enjoy the game,
appreciate
man.
Hey, I'll see you guys again. God bless
Enjoy
you
the
guys.
game, man. Be good.
Later.
All right. I love Ryan, man. I was on Ryan's show 2 weeks ago, and I was kidding about Jet Central. We do a show every week together, and Ian's really negative right now, but I'll get him on the positive side tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Somebody's gonna cut that clip up.
Oh, I know. I'm sure I'm gonna get texted by him yet. No, but listen, I was mad all night Sunday night, all day Monday. I was furious. I made a video. I deleted it because I'm not gonna post that video because it'd be too nasty. And then the Bills lost. I'm like, bang, right back on the trail we are. I'm here. Back.
So that cheered you up, the Bills losing. Not anything.
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm like, everybody thinks the Bills they have a lot of issues too, man. They got a lot of injuries. Allen's struggling. They're firing coordinators, finger pointing. Stephon Diggs is pissed off. And here comes the hungry, angry Jets. Let's do this. You ready, man? You ready?
I'm still waiting for my response from Woody. He didn't reply to my tweet yet. So,
what did you tweet to him?
I told him what I say. How about that Josh Dobbs? 2 days and
I think I still have
he
it.
won 2 games straight through 5 touchdowns. How's Simeon's learning the offense? On another topic, what is the uniform? Go read it. Go ahead.
Woody Johnson and me. How about Josh Dobbs? 2 days to learn the offense, wins 2 straight games with 5 touchdowns. How's Trevor Simeon doing? Is he still learning the offense? On another note, what is the uniform color this Sunday versus Bills? Pathetic. Angry, man. You're angry.
I wasn't angry. It was a well thought out.
It's very well scripted,
almost.
Yeah.
Because he's behind all this.
Who?
Mr. Woody.
You think so?
Absolutely.
What, in terms of Zach?
Yeah. In terms of Zach.
I don't think so.
When is the Jet Turbulence return show? End of the season?
Draft night?
Probably.
Oh, so now are you still in for 12-5?
What the hell? Why not? Let's go for it.
That's what I'm talking about. It starts this Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
Your thoughts on the Michael Carter being cut?
I think that was long overdue. I think he rubbed them the wrong way a while back with some of his tweets. So it was just a matter of time. And plus, I'm sure he was balking at them for the amount of playtime he's had, and the fact that they brought in Cook kind of basically solidified that whole thing.
And he was pissed off last year when they traded for Robinson.
Exactly. Yeah. So trust me, guy. They were all upset when Moore got traded. Elijah Moore got traded, but I think they got over that one too as well. So, I'm not concerned. I'm just, what bothers me is they just, they try to protect this kid so much to the point where, let it open up. Just open it up. Don't feel, throw it. Throw the ball down the field. Even if he throws it over their heads, at least you're telling the other team, we're not afraid to throw it downfield. So if you want to blitz us or do whatever and put 9 in the box, we're still going to try to throw it. Show them that it's not going to be run, pass. It's like etched in their helmets. It just bothers me that you would think it's Woody, because if Woody wouldn't tolerate this losing, and he would have said to them, put somebody else in.
Yep.
Okay. Their hands are tied because this guy likes this kid. I don't know. Maybe because he's paying him a lot of money. I have no idea. But the minute they made him the number 2, got rid of the threat in Mike White. All right.
But Ephraim, Woody's about having good headlines in the newspapers and making money with season ticket sales and ticket sales in general. Right now, nobody wants to go to a game to watch Zach Wilson play football. The only one going to games now is going to be opposing fans. So if you change it, you'll give some life to the fan base. Like, all right, maybe. I mean, I'd go see Tim Boyle play just for the laughs of it. I can give a shit.
And I'm sure they sold a lot of season tickets because of Rodgers.
They got me back. Yep.
Okay, and
for next year too. Now he's gotten them back.
They
too.
met their quota, probably. And at this year, and they know that he's coming back next year, so you're going to have the same group of people that are going to say, "Okay."
He's talking to you, probably.
Not you, Kevin.
I get it.
But you probably will. But that's a difference.
But what I'm saying is, right now, it's like right now this team is self-destructing. Why would Woody Johnson say, you know what, keep doing what you're doing? I like what I see. There's no fucking way he likes it. So why would he say keep playing Zach? And then and it goes to, well, Tim Boyle is worse. Then he shouldn't be here. Trevor Siemian can't play. Well, then he shouldn't be here. You should have went and got Dobbs. You should have went and got Minshew or Brissett or somebody else.
Never have made him number 2 quarterback either.
Bingo. So then that's why the Woody Johnson thing doesn't make any sense to me, because he can't like what he's seeing. The Jets are getting roasted everywhere right now.
Unless look how long it took him to take Zach out last year. And he probably had to convince them, hey, this kid is losing.
Well, no, because the team told him after that fucking press conference, listen, this kid just buried the defense, and the defense is holding up. But there's 2 things I don't understand, because they have a leadership council where all the veteran leaders come in. They have a meeting with the coach and say, listen, this is our point of view from the locker room. What do you think they're saying to him? Keep playing Zach? There's no way they're saying that. Kevin, come on, seriously. You think C.J. Mosley and Quinnen Williams and DJ Reader be like, yeah, man, we're with this kid. Let's keep rolling with him.
This is the same locker room that quit on him last year.
Exactly.
This is a large enough sample size. You're 4-5. Your offense is one of the worst in football. There's no way that anybody's still backing him.
So what's the reason that if it's not, it can't be Woody, because it's not a good image for his team. It can't be the locker room. So it's either Douglas or Saleh. That's it. And it can't be it's Saleh, because when you have the team meeting and you're showing the tape on the screen and you see all the lost opportunities, how the fuck do you justify keeping him in there? There's no way. It's got to be Douglas.
Because they point to everybody else. They point to the drops. They point to the penalties. They try to convince themselves it's not just Zach Wilson, which in part is true. Everybody's been bad on offense. They've all had their moments. But again, the play calling and everything else, it trickles down from the quarterback. You don't have accountability.
No one gets fired at the end of the year.
No. Nope.
Then
nobody's going anywhere.
Then it's Woody.
No. I mean, that'll be bullshit.
Okay.
Even this shit too. Even like this one here, the whole Carson Wentz thing. Like they're like, no, we don't need Carson Wentz. Like what? Like you don't like
because you worry about his psyche.
I think part of me thinks they're worried about they play Tim Boyle and he's really, really that bad. They're gonna have more egg in their face. Be like, listen, man, you had Zach as a backup, he sucked, and Tim Boyle's even worse.
Here's the thing: you lost a quarterback on injury. What makes you think you're not going to lose another quarterback on injury?
Yeah, I mean, but it's just
okay. You
They're
don't have
handling
you don't have a
quarterbacks.
veteran backing him up, or looked out to get a quality. You could have gotten Carson Wentz. He's a veteran.
Yep.
He's got more experience than all of them. Okay, but they anointed this guy number 2. You're not going to get if they even looked at getting another quarterback, a veteran. Why would the veteran sign as the 3rd string at that point?
Yep.
To back up Wilson. And if you're signing as a 3rd string, you're not going to get paid that much either. So,
I mean, I'm just shocked that Simeon hasn't been number 2. Like I was shocked at the bye week. I just can't believe it. That's just
I'm shocked that neither of them have gotten first team reps at this point yet.
Yeah,
they get the 10 minutes. Remember, they get the 10 minutes.
They get the flight school. They do a 10. Flight
school after practice.
Yeah,
come get some.
This coach is
get that. It's just it's.
But you know what? The bright thing is, Afram, is that's all in the past now. That's in a door we just closed. We have a new door to open on Sunday.
Yeah.
Here we come, Jets football.
Yeah, I see that coming.
They're going to prove us all wrong. Watch.
Even though it pains me to say it, I have to agree with Kevin somewhat.
Thank
you. It's too easy to be down. It's too easy to ride the negative wave.
I mean, listen, they just it's the same old thing. I mean, they
but the same old thing.
Why do you wait to the 4th quarter to start throwing stuff? And he's moving the ball. Why is it the 4th quarter?
I don't know.
Desperation.
They have no choice.
Okay, now and they did that with in the Kansas City game. Why is not that a first quarter?
But here's my question though: if they have Aaron Rodgers helping them, involved in the meetings and all these meetings, do you not think he speaks up and says, "This is what works, this is what doesn't," and Zach says, "This is what worked, this is what doesn't"? Then why aren't they doing it? Like, who's not listening? Is it Hackett that stubborn? Is Saleh not letting him do it? Like, what's like? They're smart people. Like Zach is smart. Aaron Rodgers is smart. Like,
or maybe what works for Aaron Rodgers doesn't work for Zach.
No, but
Wilson,
like Aaron Rodgers
is fast enough.
No, but Aaron Rodgers is watching the same tape of this game. He's seeing what Zach can do and can't do. He breaks down every play like a genius. He did it at McAfee today. He broke down the 3rd and 1 play that didn't work. He broke down every facet of the play that went wrong. Every play. Becton didn't do this. This guy didn't do that. So if they know all that detail, how do they not go to Hackett and say, "Listen, these 12 plays are never going to fucking work for us. We can't call them."
You said it earlier. You don't have something to compare Hackett with another quarterback because we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Remember with White and with Johnson, they came in, boom, boom, they were moving the ball.
Yep.
So you had something to compare it with, right? This opportunity didn't happen. Okay. Good. Congratulations.
Well, welcome to the party. It's a good time.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the misery.
They should have figured this out weeks ago.
Yep.
They should have figured things out many weeks ago.
Well, Rodgers will be in the building after Thanksgiving. He's going to be here full time. Just get the win on Sunday, and we'll be fine. Tell him.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
It's all that matters.
I think they have a chance. To be honest, they have a chance. They got rid of Dorsey, but they put Joe Brady in. Joe Brady's their offensive coordinator, and he's the same guy who got cut by Matt Rule with the Panthers. So
he's the same guy we wanted to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Let's not forget those things.
Yeah, but there's people change. There's a lot of guys that we have on this team that we were excited to have when we got them, and then of course they didn't pan out. It happens, but a lot of the offense, I don't know. 3 years with this kid, and nothing's changed.
He does a better press conference now. He's much more mature now. He takes more.
He has 3 years of practice.
He's more mature. He's handling things a lot better this year.
Yeah, 3 years answering the same questions.
Exactly. We just got to, we got to work on it. Trust me, we're working on it. We got to fix out the little things.
Trust the process, man.
Like I said,
all you really have to do is learn how to say it starts with myself. Done.
All you have to do
accountability. Put it on your shoulder.
Is win.
That's it.
Just win. All you have to do is win, and everything goes.
Your alarm? What was that?
That's I got my
dinner's ready.
No, dinner's over. No, anytime I get an email, that's my beep, whatever, my tone.
Let's test it out. I'm gonna email right now. No, I'm only kidding.
Go ahead. I don't care. I get them all throughout the day and night. But
so, all right, Afram.
Go ahead.
It is now 10:40 on Tuesday night.
I'm surprised we're up this late.
I know. It's past prime time's bedtime. Are the Jets winning on Sunday? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Say what you really feel.
You're the voice of reason for our channel.
No.
Everybody looks up to you.
That went out the window.
Everybody looks up to you to be the voice of reason and optimism. Don't go down that dark road again.
Don't put this on me. It's not
Nobody likes that path. You got to
the voice of reason gives you a truthful answer.
You got to give us hope.
Hope went down the drain 2 weeks ago.
Look, you listen. Look at even Melvin. Melvin even believes.
Okay, since Melvin believes, I'll say it's a toss-up. We'll see what happens. I just don't feel. I don't feel it. They still, I mean, Buffalo blew that game, but
see, it happens.
They're going to be angry now.
The Jets are angry too. They blew their game.
I don't know about being angry. Maybe they'll be angry internally against each other because they messed up.
Yep.
It's not like the game was stolen to them by a referee or anything. They blew that game.
The Jets let one slip away, and now they're going to get it back.
And Stephon Diggs is going to be wanting to go somewhere else at the end of this season.
Yep.
I think he's tired of this.
So he's angry. Josh Allen's confused. A lot of injuries. Fan base is pissed off. They fired the coordinator. It's all lining up, man.
No, they have their own problems, but we'll see what happens. That's all we can do.
So right now you're saying 50-50?
50-50. I'll give it 50. I'm just going to give it 50-50 because it's taken a lot out of me to even get to 50-50.
Man, you got to embrace. You got to manifest it, Afram.
It's manifesting.
That's pretty much a loss.
Maybe another tweet tomorrow to this bald-headed fuck.
Just keep tagging me. I love it. Makes my day.
I'm gonna tag everybody. I should have been doing this from day one with this guy. Hopefully, I may say something tomorrow about I'm not renewing my season tickets or anything to that effect. It's not like I have season tickets, but
thank you, Elmo. Yeah. I appreciate the support.
Elmo.
Afram, have a good night, man.
You guys as well.
Have a good night.
Be well.
I always am.
All right, prime time. One of our longest shows of the year right here. Our cleanup hitter. Our cleanup hitter. This is the perfect example of why you live in the negative. It's not healthy for you. Last week, he hated Geno Smith. Hated him. Couldn't stand him. This week, I guarantee the tune changes. Guarantee it changes. Now you love Geno Smith, don't you?
He's still proud.
I don't love Geno. I don't hate Geno Smith.
Oh, now you're neutral with him.
I just want him to be more consistent with it.
He won.
I'll take his consistency over here.
Oh, shit. You're spoiled, Jose. You're living a good life over there. We got shit down over here.
He's missing 80 top to tight end, but it's doing 15 more top to double coverage.
He's a risk taker, man.
That are getting caught somehow. I want consistency.
We all want consistency, but you know what? While he's figuring out his consistency, he's winning football games for you.
I have one question. What the hell is ayahuasca?
What is what?
Ayahuasca?
Yeah.
You don't know what ayahuasca is? Come on, Jose.
What the hell is ayahuasca?
You're a part-time Jet fan. You don't know what ayahuasca is?
That's Aaron Rodgers off-season.
That's where you win for the darkness retreat, right?
So, Jose, great time on your show earlier tonight. You were awesome. Look at you.
Yes.
What time was your show? An hour ago?
No, it was actually at 5 Eastern.
All right. I thought it was like 8 Eastern.
No. It was at 5 Eastern.
I do not know what ayahuasca is. We talked about that shit for like.
I forgot.
Come on, man. We got to be on top of things around here.
I forgot.
That's what we're gonna need for Sunday.
PT.
What's up?
Cover your ears. You're not gonna like what I have to say. What I have to say.
Let's go.
The Jets are winning on Sunday.
Thank you.
Ugly
Thank
field
you.
goal fest. 15-12.
There is 5 field goals.
Score sounds about right.
On Friday, I said that the Raiders were going to beat the Jets. And I said that the Broncos were going to beat the Bills. And I was right on both parts. I was right because I trust the rookie coach more than I trust Robert Saleh. But I trust the Jets defense more than I trust an overrated quarterback.
Ooh, take a shot to Josh Allen now. So who would you rather have? Who would you rather have, Josh Allen or Geno Smith?
Geno Smith.
Whoa.
I like
Whoa.
I love it.
I didn't expect that.
See how this works, prime time? You see how this works? You can manifest so much positive energy into the air.
Do you want
What's
me
up?
to lie to you?
He's in shock right now.
Do you want me to lie to you? Or
No, tell me the truth.
do you want me to be honest?
Always be honest.
Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL right now. He's doing picks every which way.
Life
It's having
happens
a down
fast.
year.
Most
Life happens
overrated
fast in the NFL.
quarterback in the NFL. Stephon Diggs is putting on his Instagram. I wish
He wants out.
I had a real quarterback.
Well, Trayvon Diggs started that shit. He started all the shit talking.
Was it Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, it was Trayvon was on
Well,
Twitter
Stephon
tweeting all
Diggs-
kinds of things out.
I saw the one tweet, like 14 got to get out of there or something
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Something along the lines of that.
That's all right. I
I
mean,
just saw
Seahawks
that.
are going to win. Jets are going to win. It's going to be a good Sunday.
Yes. Oh. And David is actually going to be with me.
Look at
At
that.
at the no, he was going with he's going with a friend, but he's gonna meet me there.
Are you going to wear a Hawaiian shirt like he did?
No,
Come on,
I
man.
love David. I love David, but it's
You need to rock like a Seahawks Hawaiian shirt.
I will never wear.
Come on, dude.
I'm not Tom Selleck.
I'm going to buy you one for Christmas. That's it.
You can do that. I'll wear
No,
it.
see, no, that
Bucks
ain't
ugly
fair.
I'll wear it out of gratitude.
Gratitude.
But I'll wear it once and probably never again.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's a fashion statement.
I'll wear it and I'll think of you. I'm not like that. Let me take that. Let me.
What are we doing here? This show's gone right to shit.
Yep.
All right, Jose, we're going to go to bed. We're tired.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
Good night. Go Jets. And
That's right.
I will be watching the stream with David.
Oh, this is gonna be a doozy on Sunday.
Well, yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Later, man.
No super chats. I'm in charge of David's phone. He
Oh,
just
shit.
doesn't know it yet. Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Love you, man. Be good.
Who would have thought prime time? Look at what
3 hours.
all the things we accomplished tonight.
Did we accomplish anything?
We accomplished a lot. We changed the narrative tonight. That's the most important thing.
You're trying to change the narrative.
All I see is a lot of predictions of wins now. That wasn't you came in this show angry. You were just miserable. Look, you're smiling now. Your shoulders are all loosened up.
Yeah, because I enjoy interacting with the chat and our callers. Doesn't mean my outlook on the team has changed at all.
No,
We're still getting smoked this Sunday.
Like you loosened up a little bit.
No.
So thank you guys for joining us. Dante, if you're still watching, email us because I'll find that if I have some shirts for you or something. We'll send you something, dude. I don't know what we have left, but we'll send you something. Thank you so much. And then we'll be back with the games at what, 4:00 on 4:30?
4:25.
So we'll go live at 4:00.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be liquored up for this one. I'm gonna have to be. See you guys later.